Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the show today. Very happy to have you here. I actually have a sunny day for the first time in quite a while, so that's nice, and I'm glad to have you guys here with us. I do apologize for yesterday, but my job sucks. I'm trying my best to be able to stay on the days of the week I am, but I might have to adjust. But oh well, it is what it is. But nevertheless, welcome. And we're going to be continuing Imperious today with episode 15. Wow, it's gone quite a way. And we, of course, have a good point, starting point, because exactly where we left off, which we'll get to momentarily. Hopefully, everybody here had a good weekend. How about you, Bill? Did you do anything interesting?
Um, sure I did. What was it? I don't know. It's been a long week already, man.
It has been, and I know that it's only for me. It's literally the third day of the week. It's Wednesday for me, right?
Yeah.
For you guys, it's Tuesday, I believe, right? But damn, dude, I've been just crazy busy. But it is what it is. How about you,
Oh no,
GOP?
actually, I had a pretty good day. My youngest is getting her hours in for driving, so
Oh,
we
okay.
just it was a beautiful house. I took out my convertible and we just went out in the country and drove. That was
Oh,
great.
that's nice. Yeah, I didn't have any trouble with my kids with the driving either. The boy picked it up like a duck to water. So there was very little to do there. And my daughter wasn't problems either. She was a bit cautious in the beginning, but that went away pretty quick.
Yeah, I feel bad for kids today because like they had to be on an app, GPS, 60 hours logged. Kidding me?
What?
That's the world. Yeah, that's what they have to do to get their license. I mean, to go from
What?
permit to full driver, they have to have 60 hours logged on the state's freaking app website thing on their
Huh.
phone.
Oh, bro, I had a piece of paper that I only had like 30 real hours driving, and we just scribbled in the rest of it.
So I just went to the DMV and paid for my $10 and got my license. That was it. I was done.
It sounds like they're ripping you off, my friend.
Well, no,
No.
you had to, of course, I'm the oldest here, I think. But we had to get a permit, which was the written test, and then a year later, you had to take a driving test, and then you got your license. So during that year, you were
Well,
expected to be driving with your parent, right?
well, I did it. I didn't get my license right away because
Oh,
I
What's
didn't.
the requirements in Japan?
oh, they're
And so
ridiculous. Yeah.
I was 18. All I had to do was just sign the paper. I
Oh,
had to. I
okay. I
think
think
I did do a written test. I did to get tested, but I didn't
it
have to do a driving
it
test.
depends on the state, I'd imagine.
Hmm.
But the GPS thing that has got to be something illegal about that, because not everyone
Mm,
has a
Well,
cell phone, dude.
mm-mm.
yeah.
That
I'm
that's
sure it'll become an issue eventually. Somebody will
I bet
sue.
it's. I think what it is the log is mandatory. And now I'm thinking about it, and the GPS is actually like that's the optional. You can either handwrite it or ping, and
Oh, okay. There you go.
so it's so much easier to give away your biometrics. So why bother,
Yeah, no,
right?
I hear that, but each state in America is a little bit different. Here in Japan
Well,
Tower, it costs you about $6,000 to get a driver's license,
jeez Louise.
What the fuck?
But
and
that, like,
that involves about who I guess is about 6 to 12 weeks of driving school until the driving school thinks you're and until they work for the government, so until they release you and allow you to go take the actual test.
So
um
you
uh
satisfied their how what they think is your competency. This basically.
right, well, when I came in, because I lived here, and you come in with a passport, and you get your international license, which is just a translation. That's all it is. You go down to DMV and they pay like whatever, it was like $15 when I was young. But I was fine. But I've lived here 20 years, so eventually that goes away, and you have to actually get a real license in Japan. And of course, they want to throw you through the whole process. And they told me that, and I laughed at them. I says, no, 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 I'm going to get my license today. And they were like, "Well, that's not right. We have to test your driving ability." I said, "Yes. Take a look at my license. It has everything on there, including toxic truck hauling. You know, like oil and stuff." And they're like, "Oh, well, okay. Well, you can try, but you'll probably fail." And of course, I got my license the same day because the Japanese are so dumb. But what you have to do on their test is you literally have you ever seen in the movies or stuff with the Japanese where you see them literally pointing at something and saying "yosh"? You've probably seen it and didn't even know you were looking at it. But Japanese do that. They'll "yosh, yosh, yosh, yosh," and you have to look each direction. You have to there's these series of yoshes that you're required to do, which is inane, but you're required to do that. So as long as you do the yoshing and then just drive your vehicle, you get your license.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was it close?
I mean,
No, it wasn't at all.
I mean, I can understand why it's a bit more of a ridiculous process in Japan, considering it's not probably. I would assume, based on the geography, it's not so much of a driving culture.
No,
I
but
would.
everyone has a car and everyone needs a car. And it's weird from a country that's literal wealth is laid on the back of car sales.
Absolutely. That's what I'm thinking here the whole time.
You
It's
would
like,
think that they would be the most awesome car culture on earth, but they are not. They're anti-car, really. The layer of taxes on a car is ridiculous. I mean, of course, even in America, there's multiple layer of taxation on your car, which doesn't make sense, right? You're being taxed on top of tax on top of tax, right? Well, they do it to the nth
amen.
degree here. It's very expensive to own a vehicle, and I own 6, so it's a bitch. But it is what it is. So
Yep.
feel lucky.
On the vehicles your children are driving?
Well, I pay for them. I might as well own them, I suppose.
Okay, but they pay the taxes on those, right?
No, I pay everything. Yeah.
Okay, so you can count those as well. Okay,
Yeah,
so is
sure.
that still 6?
Fine. Well, my son's still on the scooter, so that's fine. But yeah, it is what it is. Although, even as bad as that sounds, at least we're not Finland.
Well, that's usually a blessing. You can.
Yeah, I mean, wow, dude, they are serious. I guarantee you 99.9% of all Americans would not be able to get a Finnish license. I guarantee it.
Okay, we got to know. You started it.
Well, no, I mean they
It's a tiny
require
place, anyways. Who
no, they
wants to?
require like mid forward traveling 360 spin to pass the test.
I can do that.
I'm not kidding. Most people cannot do that, dude. They have their test is insane. Now, to be fair, their roads are icy most of the year, so
Yeah,
there's good reason
true.
for it. But it is the most difficult driving test on earth. Yeah, and Germany's the
I probably have
easiest.
to learn to do that. Otherwise, I think I could. But that's probably
But
one thing.
let you out on the autobahn and just
Yeah, well,
go.
you have to be able to travel 160 miles an hour though. If you can't travel at that speed, you can't get a German license.
That
I
sounds
live
like
in
the
Texas,
funnest.
babe. Bring it
Who
on.
the fuck
I don't even have a
does the
truck that will go
DMV
160.
provide a car that can go that fast? Because not all cars can go that fast.
Every German car can do that speed. More.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why the German cars are speedy, because they are required to be. Yeah. Whereas the speed wise is the opposite here in Japan. I mean, if you were in an airplane, you crashed, hours ago. They're so, but I mean, it is quite a comparison between Germany and Japan in that regard. But anyway, car licensing and stuff. But no, I had my first license. I was 9, 10 years old. Motorcycle license, Alabama. Yeah, baby.
There you go.
Are we ready to
Sounds like
start?
something.
I'm ready to start.
I
I had a
am.
great weekend.
Yeah, I'm
Thanks for
ready.
asking.
Mm,
Let's go.
thank you. I was just trying to warm up a little bit, and I guess we did it.
I'm
So,
sorry.
all
Oh,
righty.
you got coffee? Everyone got their drinks?
We
And
do.
no
Yeah,
power? No,
yeah,
not
yeah,
a word.
yeah.
I got
Oh,
water. I'm good.
I got
Diet Pepper.
Nope.
Nope.
Every different kind of alcohol you could want.
And many of them that we really don't.
Yeah,
So let's
I'm
get
sure
into it.
he's in his Zima phase.
Yeah.
What the fuck is Zima mean?
Yeah, don't search that. Yeah, that's not worth your time. Yeah.
How do you spell
Zima.
that? How do you spell that? Spell that for me.
Party.
Zima.
5, 4,
The
2,
fuck?
1. Let's
Wait,
go.
wait.
Scrubbed there.
Yeah.
Is that water?
No, but it's kind of. I think
What
I
is
made the joke earlier. The comparison today is White Claw, I believe. I don't
Well,
know.
I
I've
think they
never
brought
had
back.
one, but I understand that that's the modern comparison. It's
Well, yeah,
very
because it's like
the
it's a
soy boy.
malt. It's like the malt.
Zima, the clear
flavor.
beverage of youthful regret is back.
I guess,
What
but
the
it's like
what kind
1
of crap
point
is that?
something% alcohol or something like that.
It looks gay as fuck.
It is. It's the
Well,
point.
because
That's
it
the
is.
joke.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, Bill. Now, Bill. You're closer to my age than the other ones here, right?
Yee.
Bill, do you remember Cisco? Do you remember the summer of Cisco?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you're not
Recall
old
that.
enough for that. I wasn't technically old enough. Don't tell anybody. But we had this beverage come out in '86, maybe '85, and it was called Cisco, and it was fruit flavored drinks in the Colt 40 sizes.
Oh, the 40 ounce.
Yeah, the big
Yeesh.
ones.
The malt
It was
liquor.
in those sizes, right? And it was a drink, and it was fruity flavored, so it was easy to. That's the problem. It was easy to drink, but it had like a 7-9% alcohol content or something like that. And
Ridiculous.
we drink that shit like water, and my God, dude, that would absolutely hammer you, hammer
That
you.
would kill you, man.
Well, dude, they made it illegal.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I
that's
mean,
freaking alcohol poisoning right
yeah,
there.
it's
No,
it's
80,
really harsh.
85, 86. I was playing with my Ewok action figures, man. That was freaking Return of the Jedi.
Oh, okay. Well, I was partying with the
85, I was
girls.
graduating from junior college.
Oh, you're the oldest here. Okay. Well, then, do you remember Cisco?
I didn't socialize with people like that, so nope.
She's a good girl.
Oh, fine.
I was
Yeah.
in Kappa Chi. Thank you very much.
Oh. We got to start pulling that out. All righty then. But
Just
no.
me.
Yeah, no. I understand. I was not that. I do apologize, lady. I was a bad boy.
And it was a junior college, not a university. So
Yeah, no. I understand. But I was the bad boy, and girls like that. So but boy, that Cisco stuff was wow, dude, wow. But I had heard that of course, I was young, but I'd heard that there were a lot of deaths, car accident deaths to it, and that's the reason why they banned it. But they did ban it, and it did go away. And I remember like 2 years later, it came back or something like that, but it was Zima level thing, and it was never. I think that company went under. But anyway, ready to role play?
yes,
Yeah.
I am.
I was
been ready
having a
for
fun
13
educational
minutes.
time learning about beer.
Oh,
Not gonna
yes.
lie.
Well, I used to drink a Michelob. That would be my purchase of choice when I went into places. But
Sorry. Had a fart.
oh God, is that your response to the Michelob? What disrespect!
Yeah.
I have
You're
fart, my bad.
probably a Heineken man, aren't you? Aren't you?
No, I'm a Heine man, but not a Heineken. No.
Oh, okay.
No. I mean, if I'm gonna do a Pilsner, well, I don't drink anymore anyways. But it was probably a Pilsner would probably be Urquell. That's
Okay.
that's a good Pilsner.
I thought we were going to get a little bit of Pabst Blue Ribbon here, but that's all right.
That would have been my my dirty 20s would be like
Sure.
50-cent PBR night.
Oh, dude.
At the punk rock club.
When I was a high school kid, it was Bush. You know why?
Because it's fucking garbage.
Because it's dirt cheap. We could get a case, which is 24 for those who aren't taught how to count anymore. But we could get a case for like $14. Bush, man, lots of Bush, lots of pain. GOP is certainly a Miller man. I have no doubts whatsoever.
Actually, don't really drink beer.
No, but we're talking about our youth, dude. We're not talking about adulthood.
Well, I didn't drink in my youth. I
Oh
didn't
God,
drink till
another one.
22.
Jesus.
Yep.
You can't stand that you're around pure people, huh?
I didn't drink till I was 22, but I also didn't when I turned 22, immediately just start drinking every day and trying everything.
Well, I think
But some people,
my
Weeks.
my destruction innocent
Sometimes Joe
probably
loses.
happened
Yeah.
around 12. That's when I had my first cigarette. That's when I had my first joint, and that's when I drank my first beer. 12. Yeah.
Well, you're lucky you made it out of that track because that's
Damn,
usually the one
dude.
that gets you
I have
under the river.
I have told you that I have no friends of my friend group alive. They're all dead. I'm the only one that's alive.
Yeah, I can
That's probably because you
agree with
married the
that one
woman you
too.
got.
Well, it's because I got serious about my life and grew up and became an adult. They didn't. Well, some of them died for other reasons, but several of them died from drugs and alcohol. Yeah. No, absolutely. I know. I'm well aware, Bill. I'm well aware.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but no, I
But just for
was.
all those listeners out there, this isn't about glorifying
Oh no, don't
the.
be Chester. That's the point.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be me. That's definitely true. But I don't think we have many
He
kids
get
around here
married and be the
anyway.
role player.
You never
Yeah, no.
know. The
Well,
internet is forever. Someone could be listening to this many years from now,
you're right. You're
and they're
right.
on the edge. They're on the edge,
Yeah.
and we
So
just want to let them know.
don't be Chester.
Don't be Chester.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah.
You
He's
see that off
like a
the
half.
far
He's like
distant future, this sign, neon sign flashing in space, looking
Mhm.
out one of the windows of their shuttle and like, what does that mean? Don't be a Chester.
Yes, that's true. Don't do that. But then again, the problem with not being a Chester though is you don't get all the girls that go with it though.
no, you don't want
There
space
you go.
herpes either.
Yeah, well, okay, fine. Okay, fine.
most people live fast, but then they die young. You
That's
got
true.
lucky.
That is true. I did get lucky.
You're
Because I
like
was
the half percenter. It's
well, it is true.
half.
No, I was part of that, especially because I was part of the music scene in the in late '80s, right, '90s. So,
Hmm.
anyway,
So,
you guys keep talking about why you're alive. I have to go do something. I'll be back in a minute.
I was gonna say, weren't we having a game tonight or something? But that's fine.
I don't
We'll
know.
just.
I started painting minis.
Oh,
I'm painting goat people.
I'm just going to send you all my minis to paint because I haven't started yet. I
If
keep
I
on buying them and not painting them.
well, just
I tried
collect
to
them.
glue one together one time and I broke something.
well, it's just your character's just injured.
I'm trying to
That's
get
all.
through all these before my next Kickstarter film gets fulfilled. So,
Oh,
and I don't think I'm gonna. I don't think I'm gonna get as many on this one. I decided.
You have a Kickstarter?
No, the one that I'm getting from Reaper Miniatures. They do like one every 2 years, and the last one, Bones 6, was the title of it. As I haven't completed like all the purchasing in their pledge manager, and I'm just kind of like, I'm gonna have to pull back because I don't want
yeah.
piles of plastic to work on. And I'm just curious, wondering what's the likelihood it's going to be fulfilled before like 2030, the way that these
Yeah.
are.
So many.
It's gonna come from China. It's gonna have to ride the rails. Yeah. The last one took almost 2 years. It took 2 years to fulfill it, almost.
Oh, I was watching a video earlier about ships running into other ships or having problems. And they're
Mhm.
blaming all the ship delays on one ship in a canal that got turned sideways. They're blaming it all on that one ship.
From
It's
back
not.
in
Yeah,
Back
that was
in
You ever given?
That's
2000.
one of the
Yeah,
Evergreen.
the Ever Given. The Ever Given. Yeah.
no, that's
Yeah.
like scapegoat.
That's
I
yeah.
mean,
I did chat last week, so someone else
well,
has to.
that did. Well, also like me and GOP know from experience too. It's not just that; it's that we weren't sending out enough outbound, like empty boxes, back to China. So China just started making more brand new empty boxes to load their outbound. So now we
Talking about
have more inbound units than we have fucking trailers to put them on.
when you say boxes, you're talking actually shipping containers.
Yeah.
Shipping
Yeah.
crates. Yeah.
It's
You
a
guys call them
shorthand.
boxes
Shipping
because you're in the trade, but
containers.
yeah, you're talking.
Yes.
Shipping containers. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I got two in my yard. I got a 40-foot one and a 20-foot one. I bought after
Do
my
you
brother
really?
died. Yeah. Then I spent like $1,700 and had wooden shelves put in the large one where I could move. My brother was a preppy, you want to call them. I still got a storage room in town that has this stuff in it. I'm paying
Oh my!
$300 a year.
You gotta liquidate if you can't use it.
I got a barn full of stuff that I can't get rid of. Well, I can get rid of it. Just someone has to go out there and get it and drag it out and everything like that. And,
Well, that's what an estate seller is for.
You can do
well, I'm not
it.
selling my estate. I cleaned my home up. I redid 3 rooms.
Oh no, you do what you need to do. I don't mean to infer anything. I was just thinking, because I like going to estate auctions or moving sales or stuff, and it's just like the service that the auctioneer does for them is he'll.
Oh, we got several people in our hometown that have the knick-knack shops, and they'll
Oh
go in
yeah,
there, and if there's something they think something's good in there, or they'll get there early enough to look through everything, and will buy
yeah.
the whole lot things. And people who just want the little stuff, can't get it unless they go to their shop, and
Then they
sounds more
pay
expensive.
for
Yeah.
those. Yeah,
So
So
okay.
I'm back.
As
So
last week we
okay.
had just finished scrubbing the apartment, right?
Yes, I know. I'm all set. I just need to set myself up. And yeah, Dave. But you see, we believe in the survival of the fittest. So if a few morons kill themselves off, well, that's a good thing, right? We're
yep.
we're
About
keeping
maybe.
ourselves to a high standard in America. And let me go ahead and get all this up. And I would say though, Bill, that I only lost time twice though. So, you know,
That's not bad.
that's not bad. Once I woke up on a tour bus, not knowing how the hell I got there, but that's all fair. Okay, no problem. And the other one, I woke up with 2 naked ladies. And ladies, if by some miracle you're listening, please contact me because I'd love to know your names.
Well, there's only 2
Glory
people in the
days.
chat right now, so
Yeah, probably not going to happen. But those are the only 2 times I lost time. So you know. Anyway, welcome. We are
I
doing
lose time every time I hear one of your drinking stories.
oh wow.
No,
aw,
I'm
aw.
just kidding. I couldn't help it. It was just right there.
It was right there. Yeah, it was laid on the table for you, even. Yeah. At least I'm not doing my
Oh,
my stripper story time. So
oh, thank God.
Yeah.
I
Come
will
on
leave.
now. There were some good stripper story time stories though.
In 5,
Okay.
4.
So we are doing Imperious, of course, episode 15. And we're starting to get into, we've kind of found out where we are. So that's good. And the guys have set up on a completely different planet that I had not set up, and I've had to go do all the work to set up. So, thanks. But
Good job.
whatever. They were on Transaegis, of course, but they're actually working for the IIA, and they are currently on the planet and just made quite a starting to make a name for themselves, and they've built up business, and they're starting to make money. They're on this planet of Lamstat 3, and Lamstat 3, of course, is in Sector 7 of the new galactic arm that they're able to get through their wormhole. And this is supposed to be a secure sector, but there are things going on now. They had just had a meeting with the legate, and the legate, because of all the stuff that's going on, and Hilburn, of course, one of the dudes in charge here. Well, he's taken an in charge position at Wormwood Base, where we are. Hilburn has gave him a little bit of an ultimatum, and he thinks that they work for the IIA, and he feels that if because of all the responsibilities he has here, he feels like he should be informed if they are. They went and talked to Leggett about it and some of the other things that are going on. The Leggett gave them permission to let him know in the most cursory way possible, meaning yes, but no more details than that. So the Legate did give permission for that. And they're currently sitting in a little bit of a position because the face man, Mr. Mars Epilance, well, I can't remember.
Sterling.
Oh,
Empanada.
Sterling. I was close. I was close.
Close.
Yeah, I was close. So Mars Sterling here decided to move himself up in the world, and he had himself a little bit of a shindig in his new, very Spartanly decorated mansion. But things are going well until he noticed a couple of spies amongst them, and then, you know, as you do, things kicked off. Now we have two dead Faustian spies, one in custody and one in the wind. So that's where we left it. These guys are currently sitting on board the Red Hunter as we speak, and they just kind of got out of their meeting with the legate. So they're on the Red Hunter on their ship, of course, in the bay that they purchased, so they own that. And they have to make a decision what they want to do. Like I said, we have two dead Faustian agents. We don't really know why they're here, right? Probably not directly for Mars, but more than likely, we don't know exactly why. They just seem to be collecting information is the only thing they know. We have one in custody, which Hilburn took, so you don't know how that works here. And there's another one in the wind, which you only have a picture of her, and I will show the. Well, no, we don't need to see that. She's like a Asian looking lady. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So there's an Asian looking lady in the wind that is a Faustian. So there we go. Any questions? Any reminders needed?
It did look like, if I recall correctly from last week, it did look like the stuff that we had found made it kind of seem like we were kind of not really the targets.
Yeah, not at
You know,
all.
like we were
No.
kind of an edge thing we were made note of because we were making waves, but beyond that, we weren't really a
Right.
factor.
That's exactly right.
Um,
And as far as you guys can see, you don't beyond just simply gathering information, you don't really see that they had any specific mission. But there is
Now,
a girl in the
I
wind, so you don't know.
yeah. Now, I mean, we don't know if she's aware of it yet. I mean, because it just kind of just happened. The events. It hasn't been that long. So my goal is to try and find her before she can figure out what happened and try and relay that information back to Faust. Um. So what I think we
Or
should,
or
or
we find her and let her send the information back to Faust, and we piggyback that information. We
well,
find
we
out what
know.
Faust is up to here for the Imperium.
Yeah. Well, keep in mind also, beyond you've been given permission to let Hilburn know that you are IIA, but beyond that, he has one of them in custody. Don't forget that.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, well, my point is just we want. I don't think we want to let the one person who's out figure out that we were the ones who killed the spies and relay that information. I'd
Yeah.
rather keep that under wraps as long as possible.
Well, we don't know what level of surveillance they had, so it could be
True.
they could know already. I mean, that should be assumed. I
You
think.
did have 200 guests that went screaming out of the
We
place.
did, and that's going to be very hard to keep that under wraps. And I'm
Well,
going to try and. It's
well,
impossible.
One of the
well,
space powder.
you guys do have access to this community's forums.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
You
I'll
could
check
check.
over that. Yeah. But I'm also, yeah, we'll check over that. But I also want to kind of go back in the security cameras, like kind of rewind and look if I can see wherever this person is, if they're in like a
Sure.
public
You'd
public
already
place.
started doing that. And you're talking hours of work though to track her, but that you can do that. You were able to you just fast forward. You kind of put a code in the computer who was at that door, and that's how you found her. Pretty quickly within a couple of minutes. But it would take
Mm,
hours more work to do that. But you can. As far as checking the forums, everyone's talking about it.
well, that sucks for us, but
Although
hopefully that's
you
not
have
going.
to say that your ratings, your personal your social score has
Online
gone up
presence.
13 points.
Hell
Oh
yeah.
Now,
We're the
now
best there
do
ever
the
was. Plain and
Mars knows
simple.
how to party.
do the
Yeah.
forums say that we did the dirty, or we because we tried to
We
use it.
turn them
Well,
into
if they
the
don't know
dirty.
who you are, Mars is getting all the credit and infamy.
Oh,
God
well,
damn it, GOP.
All right.
as far as who killed who and all that, that's the
Oh yeah, and
information.
Still in
Mars
the
is
air.
this amazing hero. Yeah, it's being twisted that way because he already had earned prestige. He has the skills he has, so therefore, he's the hero of the day, right? Because there is no counterintelligence going against him. So you know how people are.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we should work as we walk and head back over to let Hilburn know uh the reality of the situation, because maybe we can have them help us find this woman.
Well, I'm
Um,
wondering if like, do we take the time to do that now, or do we just start looking,
Or
or do
do
we
we
use
want to
Hilburn,
check the DNA?
or use Hilburn's resources? Yes, you should be checking on that DNA to see what you can pull.
I have to go to the hospital to do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
have equipment on you, I thought, that could.
Well, the ship does, but you're on the ship. You actually have all you need on the ship. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll start but in comparison, the ship doesn't have the list of who's who present on the planet or at whole place, right?
Well, it's not like this list has a DNA sample of everybody anyway.
Yeah. I mean, it would have to be very specific, like maybe
This
if
is
they
not an
came in with
actual
a.
government yet, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
I can hack their server if you need to get in.
Yeah, I'll
You
let you
don't
know
need
about
to. GOP's got access.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right,
Yeah.
because he is a council
that.
member.
Okay, I've
Good
got it
man.
on the ship then.
I'm going. I
It'll be
think
safety for me.
Okay.
I'll keep checking over the cameras, but on my pad. But I'm going to be moving my way over to where Hilburn's office is. So at the very least, we can have them assist us in finding this person. I think it's a very useful thing to do.
Okay. So what's the breakdown here? Lady is staying on the ship doing science work. Anybody staying with her?
I will,
Tower.
because in case she needs me to move anything.
Okay, so Tower's
Yeah.
going to stick with Lady, and GOP and Bill are going to talk to Hilburn, going to his office. Great, we're splitting the party.
Really
Exactly
quick,
what I
lady, if
wanted.
something
Never
happens,
better,
hey,
right?
lady, if
Yeah.
something happens where I lose all of my clothes and all of my gear, I blame you.
Mhm.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can blame me then.
That's fair. It is fair. I did just it has nothing to do with what we're doing right now, but just to show you, I did finally put his name was Goodwin, right?
Bowman.
Goodwin?
Bowman.
Bowman.
Damn it. All right, fine. Well, I'm going to fix it right now then. Okay. I'll be back with that in a second. So let me go do that. Bowman, you
You
say.
created him.
I
He
know
is the
what,
Bowman.
but he's so
Innocuous.
he's innocuous now, right? But he
Yeah.
needed to be created. I'm giving him a double N just for you. All right.
And a
Colon.
double chin, I hope, because he
Well,
definitely has that vibe.
no, but close enough.
Yeah,
So
too.
let's go here. Okay,
Just
there we
below
go.
the
Now we're
head.
back up. All right, sorry about
Wait,
that. I
is
had
he
to.
false
Nothing
name like
happened.
Peter?
First time correct. No one look at that. Yeah, okay. But anyway, here is a Bowman. Just
Yeah,
so you guys know, that's what
can't
he
see
looks
it.
like, and this is where you went to
Are you
meet him.
sharing?
Yes, yes.
Are you
Share
No, you're not.
screen?
sharing screen
You're
or
not
anything?
sharing.
I'm not sharing. Sharing is
No.
caring, however.
It
You are
is.
being very selfish then.
Oh,
Mm.
Chester's a bastard.
Yeah, the whole chat's wondering
Why did you call
what's he
Chester a
talking about.
bastard?
We
Yeah,
can't see
no.
nobody
It's
but these
okay.
figures.
Here we go.
There we
There's
go.
the sharing
There he
beep.
is. They can see it. You guys couldn't see it. They weren't neglected. I always take care of the chat.
Oh, Bowman.
Yeah,
You
Bowman
look
looks
kind
like he could be a
Julian.
YouTuber in another life.
he could have been. Yeah, but I thought that was a fair picture. There were a
of
lot
reminds
of
me
kind
of
of kingpin
That's why he has a beard.
esques, but I thought he was different enough.
he looks like Bam Bam Bigelow before tattoos on his head.
He does,
I
and
like
that's
the
always a good thing.
background on it too.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, you went here. You actually spoke to him here. So But anyway, like I said, I did get it done. So, but that's not where you guys go. You go over to Hilburn's office, and
He
here we
has the
go.
same beard as me.
There he is, Idris Alba, right there.
Yeah, Ildris. Yeah, that's your man. But you're in his office. I think you've been here once before, and you're not 100% sure, but it kind of looks like he lives here too. Although you would imagine, because he is wealthy, he just doesn't show it. He probably has and actually GOP would know now. He probably has a larger house up on the wall. But it looks like this is where he lives and works. And there's a few people, as you can see, moving around here. And he's pretty easy to find because, it's really where he
He's a
does all his
man
operations.
who's consumed by his passions.
He is. He is. Yeah. So anyway, you were able to find him pretty easily. It's only been, I don't know what, an hour and a half, 2 hours since the incident, I'd say.
Yeah, not that long. Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, not long.
Mm.
But he's here, and he is working at that table in the back with several people. And it looks like as you guys come in, you're of course are allowed in, no problem. And it looks like they are dealing with the aftermath of this event is what's they're consuming their time right now. But
Well, I'm
he
sure
sees you. Yeah,
we are the people they want to see. Then I'm sure.
yeah, I'm sure. Well, no, probably actually.
Okay.
And he sees you come in, and he says, "Are you all doing well?"
I would say so, considering the circumstances.
Hmm.
Uh,
Indeed. But can I help you?
yes, actually, two things. One, well, to answer your question from
Whoa,
earlier,
whoa, whoa, whoa! There are people in this
Privacy.
room, dude.
I told
I'm
you.
not. I'm not going to say what the question
Why
was.
did I stop him, Bill? What am I doing? I'm not a player. Go ahead.
No, privacy.
No,
You don't know.
I
You don't
wasn't.
know who
I
you
literally was
don't
not
know
going
who
to
you
say what the
feel.
question was. I was just saying, regardless. I mean, I was just asking him, or sorry, I was just saying that the question he said earlier, not naming what the question was, and I just give a little nod, and that's that. I'm not going to say anything more about that. Um, as for point number two, I show him the picture
Lady,
of the lady, and I'm
Asian
like,
lady.
The Asian lady.
yes, this this is who we're looking for. It's another one of that individual's compatriots.
Mhm. Now I do have a picture, but I'm not gonna show it because it's spoilers. But she's an Asian looking lady, and she's just really, to be honest, she's dressed too well for this place. But
Hmm.
you do see a few people who are a little bit overdressed for a mining colony around here. Mostly rich investors, and some of them are on the council as well. But in general, people around here are very blue collar. It's a mining colony. Even the people like Hilburn, he's a very wealthy man, but you wouldn't know it by looking at him, right? But
Mhm.
she stands out a little bit for that. But like I said, there are rich investors here. But she's got some very modern fashion and modern tech on her that the average person here wouldn't waste money on, right?
Except me.
Except maybe you. Well, you know what I mean. There's just certain technologies, especially cybernetics and things like that, that if you do see it here, which you do, you've already seen several examples, they're more crude. It looks like she probably has cybernetic arms. You can maybe, but these are way expensive ones. Very, very
Mm.
expensive, right? Type
Does
They
of
he
look
thing.
real,
belong?
probably.
They do, but they do have some of those telltale signs of being artificial, right? But
Okay.
hers are very expensive. Where you've seen a couple of miners in here that have the very kind of crude cybernetic arms and stuff like that. So, but that's what she looks like. She's a highfalutin human, right? And
Mm.
she's a Faustian.
Yeah, so
Yeah. So
it's
you
going to be
show
a little tricky.
so
Yeah.
you show it to him, and he is like, And he looks over at there's a lady here that's working as well. Like I said, there's several people in this room, and she brings up a picture from a different angle uh, on uh, 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 but it's the same day, obviously, up on the big screen in the back, and it's the same lady. So they already had done what you did, by looking at the. Well, no, hold on a second. Did they know the door number? Did you tell them?
No, we didn't share that with them.
Okay, then they
We,
bring
we
up
didn't
your
really have
picture.
time.
Well, that's fair. I just I just almost screwed that up. So they
Well,
did.
you know what? No, they could have got the information from the person they're interrogating, though.
They No, that hasn't happened yet.
Okay.
They just bring up your picture because you just gave them information. So they bring that up, and they say that immediately he puts them to tracking her movements, and it's going to take a little while.
Uh, do they? Well, does anyone possibly have a name on this person?
No,
Any
no, there's
information?
no registry of arrival and departure. This is not that kind of place. Like I said, it's not incorporated yet.
So do we
True.
have record of maybe video of any vessels or vehicles that have left the facility in the
It would.
last
No,
hour and a half, two
no.
hours?
The only information they have, and this was put up, he answers your question because keep in mind they've only been here. What did I say? 7 years. Um, this was
Mhm.
put up around the same time, just after the council was formed, so that they would have at least some information to look back on for situations just like this. But no, there's no kind of registry of any kind going on yet. There are some dock fees that are taken, and some other fees here or there for maintaining this kind of like the staff here and things like that.
Well, I mean, I wasn't asking for registries though, but because I assumed that was the case. What I was asking is this, and maybe you heard me and the answer still no, but camera footage
Well,
of
Oh no,
that's what I was
they're
suggesting
tracking
earlier.
it. Yeah, they're
of
working on it. It's just going to
departure
take time, dude.
of like where people come in and out of
Yeah.
vehicles moving around.
Well, they have
Okay,
four faces to search now, right?
Hmm.
Although,
Well, we know where two of them are.
well,
Yeah,
one
well,
of
we
their
know where three
faces
of them
is
are.
pretty messed up, but they have footage from before. But yeah, they're working on it, dude. They're working on it, and they will be able because they do have the cameras are the only access they have for this kind of thing, and they did put them all over. So there it's just going to take time.
Chester,
Yeah.
while we're sitting there in the lab, could
right.
Tower, if I could talk him into his character, start going over the videos. What was GOP was doing previously before he left?
Yeah, but I mean, you got a full team working on it now. You don't have to double
Okay.
that up.
Yeah,
I don't. I'm back at the ship, so okay.
that's true.
Yeah, he's just
I,
assisting you. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
All right. Well, then you
Oh, I
bring
was
up a
gonna
valid
ask if
point.
I could. Oh, actually, that's a dumb idea. Actually, no.
Fight me.
All right. No, lady has a good idea. I was just gonna make sure she's up to date on what we're getting down here.
Okay.
Is there? Do you mind if I tried to speed up the process and jump your processors?
What are you thinking?
Well,
Oops, sorry.
I could use my improvise skill to gain an asset to see if I can't speed up their processing to isolate the images we're looking for at a faster rate.
Sure, you could do that.
Okay.
like a facial recognition sort of programming, or
Yeah, which I'm sure they have. I'm just gonna have this do it in a
Gonna
way
boost
that
up
it
the
won't
RAM.
jack up their CPU, so it won't burn it out, but it'll just go faster. I've got a little stick that'll speed it up.
Hilburn looks at you, looks at the other ones, and he's like, "Yeah, go
I
ahead
mean,
and
I
give
can
it a
do it.
try."
I can do it remote too. I mean, off of my tablet. So yeah, I'll pull my dice bag. Where'd you go? I just had the dang thing and now I lost it. Must have put it with my ice cream.
Hate it when that
You got
happens.
ice cream for supper? That sounds
No,
delicious.
that was just my Biden. Here.
Hmm.
Okay, hold on. What's the target?
Oops.
What's my
For
target, Captain?
this, with this kind of this is the opposite. The challenge is the opposite because this is so low end, right? These guys they're minors, so they're not high end computer people. But I would put it at a 7, I guess. No, a 6, a 6.
A 6.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
so it cost me 3 intelligence to do the improvise. So I pull that. That gives me an asset. So that drops it to a 5, and then I am trained with the improvise, which makes it a 4, and then it's intelligence based, which I use my power shift to make it a 3. So that's a 9 or higher. And
Ooh.
you want to initiate or start that rule of so many per role play, like how many points we can burn or how many times in a session, kind of thing for role play, or
Uh,
I will leave it at your max, whatever max skill you have in edge. Therefore, it's probably most of you guys are probably sitting. You can spend 3 effort, right?
4
3 or
effort. Yeah.
4.
4,
It
okay.
depends on where
It
you are,
depends
but
on
yeah.
you guys probably are tier 4. Yeah, so it'll be 4 for you, Bill. You can use up to
Okay.
4 points like that out of combat.
Oh,
I like that idea, Bill. I do. So we're
Because
gonna go
and
otherwise
with
it's
so
just
no,
yeah.
I'll
'Cause I don't want to beat every feat.
no,
There's
I
got to be
agree. It's a
yeah.
problem with the system. So we're homebrewing it. Whatever your highest edge is, I don't care which one it's in. Your how much effort you can use. Sorry, that's the max you can use for non-combat things per session. Yeah.
Okay,
oh,
so I'm just gonna do one this
hold
time,
on.
and stay.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, I get a free one from you, right there, sweetheart.
I think you already used the one for the day, but
Oh,
I
Yeah.
you
have
did.
a new ability for my level called Spur Effort. So you select an ally within immediate range. If that character applies effort to a task on their next turn, they can apply a free level of effort on that task. So,
Okay, so that brings it to 2, and I already called out 1. I'm not going back on it. So
Well, you have to
I will.
get his one. So
I got a 16. So
okay, okay,
I spent boom 3, 4, 5, 4 points on that. So
okay.
it did cost too. So
And that's good, but depending on whether you get in combat today or not, right? Because it's only like afternoon, right? It's not
yeah, but
evening yet, so it depends.
I just did a okay.
Yeah.
But I can do a recovery now too. Or is that only a combat?
Well,
No, it's not.
combat's recovers anytime. First time is free, and then
Oh,
et cetera, right? I think you
okay.
do 4 times a day. But
Yeah.
beyond that, basically you doubled their speed,
Okay. Good. Good. That's better than.
and they're immediately happy about it and smiley. Except for Hillburn, he doesn't smile.
No,
No.
it's against his belief
It's
system.
against his
Okay.
religion. Yeah, that's true. But he says, "All right. Well, while they're doing that, come with me."
all right.
So you
Okay.
guys follow, and he gets into the hallways, and you notice uh, that this would be a free. This would, with your skills, this would be automatic success. But you notice he has a little badge of office that he wears that he created. It's not official well, it's official enough. You notice he taps it, and you because you have like readouts and things, little tablets and stuff on you, and he just clicked a jammer,
Hmm. All right.
a
The big-
personal like sphere jammer. And as he's walking along, because there are cameras everywhere here, right? And
Mm.
he says, "So you are with the IIA."
Can't go into detail, but suffice to say that yes.
I respect that. I've worked with the agency people before. The only question I have is this: why are you here?
Money, man.
So
Classified.
it's there's a number of reasons why we're here, and let's just say that uh, we have our own business, not just IIA business.
You guys contractors?
In a word,
Fair
What
enough.
does he mean? Actors?
He clicks and turns the jammer off. And you guys walk along, and he takes you to a place you haven't been here. It's not too far away from his office, actually. It is on the. This is all on the main causeway floor, right? That giant causeway that wraps around the entire pyramid, right? Uh, where most of the activity in the pyramid happens, because you guys have realized by now that most of the activity here is not in the pyramid, right? It's outside of the pyramid. And that,
Mhm.
what is that? What I say, 30, 40, whatever mile it is, distance valley that's just full of the mining towns. But in the pyramid, this causeway is the main area. And you guys, of course, have a shop just at the on the just under the main causeway, right?
Mhm.
So just literally a stairwell down from it. So, but anyway, he takes you to a place you hadn't been before, and you see it. It's just a kind of a room like you guys had that's been converted, and it's been converted into very much a kind of like a cop shop, security type place, a place for. They don't have a police force per se, but they do have security. You've seen them with Hilburn on many occasion, right? And they bring you into. He brings you into this place, and it's low budget, but most things here are. And he introduced you. He goes in. There are people milling around here. It's not like a full-on police station, but there are people milling around. And he introduced you to security head Stimley. Now, Stimley's a mutant like you, but he's a rather unattractive one.
Like me.
Yes, like
Like
you,
all of us.
like all of you. But he is definitely a toad man. Of course, we've already established that most of the mutants coming out of that specific, thing, which is what 99% of all mutants, do tend to take on animalistic forms. It's very, not all, but in general,
It's a common.
it's very common. And he looks like a toad man, and he's wearing like a space miner full jacksuit. It's like kind of weird, but he is. And he's smoking a stogie, and he's messing around with. He has a tablet, but it's on a arm gauntlet for the mining suit, and he's just doing stuff as Hilburn comes in and introduced you to him, and so Hilburn says, Stimley, how's it going? Stimley says, well, it's we got him locked up, and I have, and Stimley says, I'm still got my boys looking into figuring out who he is, but we don't know yet. Hilburn tells him that I have my team on that as well, and Stimley's like, that's good, and Stimley says, who are these people?
greetings. My name is Mars Sterling. We happened to be there when this whole event uh, unfolded, and perhaps we can help.
You notice that his right eye stalk, the eyeball literally rotates 90 degrees in the socket, and he's looking at your neck tattoo.
I turn my neck so he can get a better view.
Ah, recon. Mm, mm. And how about the hairy one?
Go by Ironback. I put out one of my hands to shake his. We're business partners.
Oh, and he of course happily shakes your hand, and he kind of rotates his eye further to get a look at your tattoo, which is much harder to see. You are a bit hairy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, I'm not
Yeah.
the only one.
He says,
Mars and I go.
same Legion?
Mars and I go way, way back.
Good, good. good. And of course, he turns his head, and you can he has to he lifts his head out of the suit in a way, in a weird, creepy way, and you can see he's Legion as well, but nothing special, just some upper Legion, and he has a specialist rank, so yeah, that's it. Nothing special with that, but he does say that he was basically the Legion's version of MP.
Oh, military police.
Yeah, he's a Legionnaire police. Yeah,
Oh, he's a
Rich,
bitch.
probably
Oh my god.
retired.
Mhm.
Yes, I've actually I've had encounters with MPs in my life. I was a military brat.
Hmm.
You
So
were in the military?
what have you gotten out of him so far?
He hadn't
Wouldn't
said a
mind
word,
my asking.
not a word, hadn't said a thing, not one thing.
Well,
But we were waiting for Hilburn anyway.
Mars' specialty is getting people to talk.
Recon.
Mr. Hilbert, you permit?
Oh yeah. You're with Hilburn. Go right ahead.
Is this one of those rooms where they have the special glass and everything?
Yeah,
That was
I'm gonna get to it. Yeah. It's there's a wall, and then there's a door, and then beyond that there's a little like foyer type an area, and then a cell area. This is very. It's actually not bad, but it's very makeshift. They put this together, right? And it doesn't look like it was put together. It looks like it was put together very recently, actually. The council has been around for a couple of years, but this looks more recent than that. But however, they do have a cell area that has 3 cells in it, and they take you into that area, and you see they go inside, and you see the guy standing there.
While we're in, or get shown around and come into this place and then go into the jail cells, I'd like to be assessing the area just to see if there was going to be a jailbreak, how I would interpret that. I would,
It
I'd use my
probably
skills.
take you 5 minutes. It's not
Yeah.
great. It's not great. Yeah, this is very makeshift. I found a picture I thought looked
Medical is
cool,
more
but
secure than this place.
yeah,
If I was there, I'd
no, it
say.
is actually, lady. It is. The hospital is more
That's
secure
what I
than
would
this
say if
place.
I was
Yeah.
there. So yeah, good thing I'm not
But
there.
So,
like I said, it looks like they just it looks really new, and it's not, and they haven't spent tons of money on it either.
Hmm. I asked Mercedes to if she would go in kind of an observation
I'm not there,
area.
remember?
Oh, you're not here. With
No,
darn
No,
it.
it's just
Contact.
you and Bill. It's just you and Bill.
Yeah.
you,
Oh
you
man.
can, yeah, no, but we can communicate with her and tell her, this.
Yeah, it might be good to have her here before we start this because she'd be a great asset in this.
Well, she's not here, and she's
I
working on
know.
something. So
Okay, fair enough. I'll go in there without my psychic buddy. All right, cool. Um, yeah. So we're in the so I'm in front of the cell then now. All right.
yeah, there's inside beyond this door. There are 3 cells. There's one right ahead and one on either side. It's not a big space, but they do have 3 cells that are very, Spartanly, accommodated. And as you come in, though, you look at toward the other 2. They don't have any furnishing in them at all. This is the only one that has any furnishing, and it's basically just a slab, and a toilet sink combo, and that's all that's in here. It's very, very Spartan.
Well, we should probably get him into a proper interrogation room, so I'm not
Well,
just
they
standing in
don't
front of
that
a
they
wall.
don't. This is what they got, dude.
Okay. This is all they
That's
got.
what I'm
All right.
trying to express to you.
Okay. All right. That's fine. I'll do it from here. Just a little harder if I can't, get
Okay.
in close to
So
contact.
let
But
me
that's
write
fine.
that down. Hilburn, you fucking amateur. I got it. All right.
Right? You gotta intimidate, It's
That's
hard to
fair. That's
intimidate if
fair.
there's a wall in between you.
That's fair.
Um all right, well, I'm gonna grab a chair. Uh
There are no chairs.
I I will fine, I'm not gonna bring one in with me, I guess. That's fine.
You should grab a beer instead.
Wow.
You can tell Bill to get down on his hands and knees and pretend
Yeah,
like
you
a
could do
chair.
that. You could do that. Yeah.
Right? Oh my god, that'd be so weird. It might
Yeah.
be a mind game though.
Yeah. Just stand up and talk. God damn.
I know. Okay.
Posh bastard.
Have
I
you
know,
not
right?
been a prisoner before?
Okay. So I walk up to the area that he's standing in. Well, you're certainly in a predicament, aren't you?
He doesn't say anything. He's sitting on the slab, by the way.
You should sit on his lap.
You're not in the cell with him. You're outside the cell.
Oh,
I'm not even in the fucking encounter, Chester.
No, I know.
uh,
Yeah.
Daddy.
So hush then.
okay.
I'm giving.
Reading his face, do I sense anything? Is he afraid? Is he, is he? I just kind of want to know his demeanor.
Okay.
The stuff he's not trying
Um,
to show me.
all factors involving him are going. It's not going to matter for you, but are all going to be. They're going to all be elevated by one because he has extensive cybernetics going on.
Okay.
It's not going to matter to you, but because he's what is he with that? Then encounter a CR5, right? So
I rolled a 15. I mean, I'm rolling just to see if I roll really high or
yeah,
low.
I know. Yeah, and technically he's a CR4. He wasn't as high as the other two, so he's a CR4 encounter, dude. You don't have to roll anything.
No, that's true. I'm just rolling to see if I rolled a 20 or a 1
Yeah,
or
I
whatever.
understand. Yeah. And is he upset or nervous or something like that? It's hard to gauge his age because of his extensive cybernetics, and of course he is wearing his clothing. He what he looks like in this, if you're looking at it, he looks more like an aide. There's plenty of aides around here for richer people that kind of look like this. In a way, it's that's what he is. So he wouldn't stand out as being he isn't conspicuous, looking like the way he does. But he looks like an aide. And in a
So
way, he was right. You would assume, but he has extensive facial cybernetics. You can't tell his age, and as far as emotion goes, he seems to be completely flat.
how can we tell that he's not transmitted right
You make the rockin' world go round.
now?
Hilburn looks at Stimley, and Stimley brings a hologram up out of his gauntlet, and you can see that there are jammers in this area, and they're also monitoring all communications in this area, and there's nothing.
How good are the quality on those jammers?
Stimley, his eyes literally turned 45 degrees, and he's like,
Well, I'm gonna try and jar him a little bit. Why don't you tell me about the finger?
He does
Nothing?
not respond.
Not even the slightest hint of
Nothing.
a.
Yeah.
Okay, wow, this is fun. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. When all this is over, and we get the information we want, anyways. What if I happen to make some little information spill out that perhaps you were very cooperative with us? Would you like that? And maybe we'll turn you over to Faust then.
Nothing.
Nothing at all. Damn.
No, well, and
Is this guy
it strikes you
even
as odd.
awake?
It strikes you as odd. Yeah.
Kick his ass, GOP.
Is this? I don't know. Whisper in Mars's ears, like, "You sure this thing is even alive?"
Is it following me with its head at least?
Nope.
Is it moving?
It's not looking at you. It's
No.
not moving. Not a scintilla.
Oh, great. I'm probably been wasting my time. I'm back. Let's I look over at the camera and I'm like, can my friend and I go in?
Hold on.
Stimley is very much against that. He's like, oh no, that's not proper procedure.
All
Bill
right.
can solve this without going in though.
I was going to say, turn off the mic here so he can't.
No problem.
Turn your back to the wall too.
Stimley does shut off the intercom.
Okay, so I'm covering my mouth while I talk. So I don't think this guy is an AI. Scan for power.
So what do you do, Bill?
I'm going to scan him for power source, see if he's a artificial intelligence.
Okay, you do so. Of course your equipment is way better than what these guys have. Your equipment, your personal equipment is going to be equivalent to your rating, right? It's leagues above what this is. Yes. You've never actually seen one so good though. But the Faustians are known for their robotics, and this you would consider. Yeah, you can't see the internal workings of the thing, but you would consider this an android, not a robot.
Okay.
It's not a robot.
Well, the thing
So
is that robots do exist, but they're not the most sophisticated the one you saw was the guy way back Birkeland, right? But
Brooklyn?
Birkeland is more probably a cyborg though, right? He's just
Mm-hmm.
heavily cybernized. But actual full on operating androids, that's not a thing, dude.
It's not. There's no Westworld in this timeline, huh?
No.
Okay.
Sex robots don't exist. Yeah.
This is a crime. No. What is
Well, it is in
your?
some places. Yeah. And in Red Star, it's a crime. Yeah.
What is their? Again, still speaking covertly. Oh, convert. Covertly. So yeah, this is letting everybody know. I'm covering my mouth with Sicily. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
letting them all know that. It's artificial intelligence. This is an android. What is your policy on extraditing?
Stimuli looks beyond you. Both his eyes turned perfectly 90 degrees as he looks at the thing. And he comes back and he says, oh, he's literally shrugged his shoulders.
Okay.
Hilburn doesn't really know what to do either. Keep in mind, this seems to be a new effort from them, that security is a needed thing, and they're trying to implement it. So you're in the actual beginning stages of security implementation within Wormwood Base.
All right. I'm gonna contact the lady. Say, hey, we've got an advanced AI.
Ooh.
We need what's his name? Oh my gosh, the level 10
Ender Cole.
Cole. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we need to notify Cole, and we should probably extradite this entity into our custody. And I'm saying, I
So
mean,
you're contacting me to contact
Yeah,
Hall in this region.
we probably shouldn't be communicating over our channels. We should probably speak to Cole directly.
Oh,
And
you
then-
can say pop in my head or pop through the group.
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah. Now keep in mind, the security of your comms are Bill's level, so they're not bad, right? And they're certainly better than anything you're seeing here. But you are dealing with Faustians, and they are the tech people, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this guy, no doubt, he is broadcasting his position to his superiors.
Well, he can't. It's jammed right now.
I don't think their jamming is better than.
I'm sorry, I forgot to give that information as you were scanning him, Bill. Yeah, he's definitely transmitting. He's definitely transmitting. Yeah, they just don't have
it's
tech.
that's why I'm discussing the danger in this place, because it's only a matter of time before they extradite.
So you're telling me that this guy needs to be fast as we can
Excavated.
back to
After
the other side of the wormhole.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, hold on. You hold on. Let me understand what's going on. You guys, that's actually a good little thing about this system we're using. I can make assessments without needing rolls, right? Because I can base everything on your abilities, right? Bill's abilities are very high. Therefore, anything that's team related is very high because of Bill, right? That's
Right.
very handy for me as a GM. I don't have to think so much. So what exactly are you asking her to do, Bill, or GOP?
Well, do I know if she has the capabilities to teleport this guy to our holdings?
No way. No, and her
See him anyways, even if she
she
could.
yeah, and besides that, she is not even in range of communicating with Cole.
Well,
He's
that
over.
can change.
She can move, yeah, or she
Yeah,
can
Can be
that
send
can change.
tower.
communicated to
That's
our
what I was
communication,
asking for
not
her.
telepathic.
Can you teleport a human-sized person into our
No, she
holdings?
cannot. Not from where
No,
she is. She'd have to be here. She doesn't have that kind
no.
of range, Bill.
I don't have
Do I
worm
have the
powers
rank
here.
to make
I'm
that
sorry.
call? I mean, let's just do it before they come and get him.
Well, you do have two other dudes standing here with you. So, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Okay. Sorry if I'm not being clear. I was just thinking we need to get this guy secure. The securest place that I know of is the cargo hold that I made for alien artifacts.
That you guys did outside the pyramid to help with the IA setup. Yeah.
No, that I
So,
built. No, the one that I built in our ship.
oh,
It's
that
the
I
one.
built.
Oh,
exterior.
that one.
Yeah.
That, yeah. Okay.
So my
So
idea was if they brought the ship in as close to here, then she comes
no,
and,
she cannot, dude. It's not that kind of
Uh-uh.
range. It's very short. Lady, what
Yeah.
is your range on that? Please tell him your range so he stops asking.
Okay, let me bring it up. Let me bring it up. It is line of sight, but it does have a weight limit. Doop, 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 doop.
Okay, well,
Oh, shoot, yeah,
you
that's the
couldn't
one we
tell.
created, isn't it? Whoops. Okay. Teleporting objects to self. Intel 3, it is line of sight because it's based off the other teleport yourself, which is you can go from one place to another, but it has to still be within the line of sight. But that's teleporting you, not
Right. We get
this
that.
is meant
What's
to
the
get
weight
something.
limit, by the way?
Lighter than I am. So we're talking 6 to 7 pounds.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I knew it wasn't
sorry.
possible. Well, her powers are very strong, but they're very limited in range and stuff.
It's
Yeah.
yeah. So she's not crazy OP yet.
Right.
But I think we need to get, like I said, this guy on our.
Well, then talk
Let's.
to the two dudes right here, dude.
Yeah.
You have to trust them sometime.
I think first of all we should find Cole and maybe get something arranged with the IIA because this
For
is
them
some
to pick
high
him
tech
up.
stuff and it's going to be
Yeah.
a
Okay, I'll put some
very
water on the
yeah
ball while you guys discuss it.
yeah that's what I think we should do. So I suggest we go find Cole
But
and
you don't say that out loud in front of these guys.
no. I'm just out of character. I'm suggesting it to you guys that this is probably the best course of action. So we go find Cole, and then we ask them if we can get IA assistance because I'm sure they want to get their hands on this sort of thing, which is useful
Well.
for all of us.
Well. Okay.
And
Yeah.
plus,
No,
our ship, if we can block the signals with that special compartment, because it's designed to block things and it's much better than this, then we might have to take it ourselves and try and get it back.
so these are all the things I was saying, but I guess I wasn't saying it clearly.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine.
And
I mean,
I'm
yeah.
glad you're on this. You're on the same page. So yeah. Okay. So
But first,
should we wait to get Cole, or should we get busy? Because we already know he wants it.
I don't.
we should
What?
first.
No, he wants it.
I don't want it.
Mhm.
What do I
Want it.
want?
You know,
You're talking about Cole, our boss in this region.
first we go to Cole.
They might already know about it.
Well,
We don't
maybe
know.
I don't know, but we should talk to him first. And then Bill, what Bill was saying basically was first we talk to Cole, and then we bring him on the ship in his special compartment that's supposed to block all sorts of stuff. You know,
Yeah,
it's much better.
he did build that, so that is in game.
Yeah.
And keep him unconscious, then he can't leave.
No,
can't-
it looks like he's in shut off mode anyways, or at least he's low power or something.
He is
He's not
no
moving.
transmitting.
idea.
He is transmitting.
We have
He's transmitting,
he's
so
looking.
he's on,
Now-
but he's yeah.
Yeah. Well, now you guys are having this conversation, and Hilburn and Stimley are just watching you.
Well, okay, so we wanted
I'm-
just to kind of make sure. See, we should normally have like all these sort of scenarios as protocol that as soldiers that we would know how to run this shit. We don't because we're silly players. So we're just kind of that's sort of like on time is on hold, for
Yeah,
a
no, I
second
get
while
that.
we.
I get that. Yeah.
So as soon as I discover he's transmitting, that would set off our next chain of command
So
protocols.
what do you do?
And
Go, Bill.
with that, I with the mic or the intercom's off, I go to Hilburn and I say, this android is currently actively transmitting information to the Faustians and Hellnicks right now.
Hilburn, of course, Stimley is right next to him. Hilburn is like, Android?
And I show him I flip my pad towards him. I mean, and this is all. It doesn't matter because this guy's observing everything. Unless they can turn off the mirror. Boom. He's going to see everything. So it's hard to be covert here. But I do the best I can with my back to him or whatever.
Yeah.
Show
No, I get
Hilburn
it.
show Hilburn the information that this thing is what it is and doing what it's doing. And I suggest we extradite the entity immediately before they try and get him back with force.
Where would you suggest to do that? Where would you suggest to do that? Stimley says.
I have created a.
We know.
Oh,
Believe me, we've got something that we believe can work for this particular scenario. We need to go speak with someone. Just keep this thing in the cell. Make sure it doesn't go anywhere or try to go anywhere.
Stimley looks at
But,
Hilburn, and Hilburn nods his head, and Stimley says, "Follow me." And he leaves out from in front of the Faustian spy or the android, and out here in this corridor, and everything is locked. And he says, he doesn't say anything. He does something. He kind of puffs his cheeks, and coming out of his eyeballs is like this kind of it's very faint smell, but you can see just a little bit of bluish color gas. Everyone give me a might roll of CR5.
Including me.
No, the
everyone.
two that are
Oh
here.
no,
Just the two
everyone
that
who
are
was
here.
here.
All that are
Okay.
there.
Yeah.
Okay, you said everybody and confused me.
sorry.
Is there a particular energy that this is, or not really? Huh? It's a get. Okay, never mind.
It's a gas. Yeah.
So I roll. Let's see, what do I have?
The droid won't affect him. He doesn't inhale.
It's not magic, so that won't help me.
No, we're not in
Um,
front. We're out of it. We're not in front of the Faustian. We're in front. Let me change the panel.
No, I know. I'm just trying to look through what I have to see what
No,
helps.
I understand. I was referring to Lady.
I'll say, Stimley, what are you doing?
Yeah, just make your roll,
Well,
please.
I rolled a 17 anyways, but I don't think I have anything to add to it for
I don't know. I mean, I've got.
strength defense.
I rolled a 14, and I've got smite defense specialized, so I shifted by 2.
Yeah. Okay. So you're both fine. But what he's doing isn't an attack anyway. It's more of a gaining information from him, and he now. He asked you a question directly. He says, "Are you on the up and up?"
We're flying with the angels.
Of course, we're on the up and up.
Love that answer.
All right. Now, technically, because you saved, you could lie.
Well, I mean, we are on the up and up. We're not.
Yeah, I know.
We're
that.
on
we're-
we're definitely on
yeah.
our side.
He looks over at Hilburn. He seems quite confident in his ability, and honestly, a CR5 ability is pretty strong comparatively, right?
Yeah.
So then Hilburn says, "Let's move him then." Stimley nods his head, and he calls everybody in the office off of what they're doing. We're transferring the prisoner. And
We
they,
still have to talk to our man first, but yeah.
well,
After
whatever. Then you can get Tower on it then.
that. Mhm.
That's why I was saying someone up on the ship should be calling Cole while we're fucking around down here.
Here, let me call Cole. What do you want me to
You're
tell
not
him?
going to
What do I
call
need
him.
to
You're going to go to him. That is the protocol. You do
Yeah.
not call him.
do?
So
Okay.
Tower, get in your ship and head over there.
I'm going to do that right now.
Okay.
Yes.
Fly like the wind, blue.
All right. What do you tell Tower to do though? You got to give him some kind of direction here.
Yeah.
Get to Cole, have him know that we need to meet him at the security office and make sure we.
No.
Mhm.
We tell him that the Faustian that we have in custody is an advanced AI transmitting
You sh-
information.
Wow, you guys. Okay.
No,
Is that no, we're secure channels, no? Oh shit, because the Faustian can say
I
shit.
wouldn't share what we were doing specifically. I'm just saying that we need to speak with him. And this is where we're at, so I don't know what else we would do.
You
Okay.
physically
Yeah,
gotta
you're
you
smarter than me
go
tonight.
there.
I'm dumb.
No transmission. No transmitting
So,
to him.
Yeah.
okay. So I'm telling him that we have an AI, and then he needs to speak to
No,
y'all.
that's not what they're telling you.
No,
No, they're
no, no,
not.
no,
You
no,
guys
no.
are fucking.
I really, as a GM, should shut the hell up and let you bury yourselves. I really should. I don't know what's wrong with me tonight, Bill. I should be
Me either.
vindictive.
Has your wife
I'm going
told
off
us?
in 4 hours of sleep.
I would not have let them
Oh,
mention the AI stuff.
That's
Well,
fine. That's
I
fine.
mean,
Okay, let's expedite. So Tower, they want you to go get Cole.
yes.
It's that simple. Go get Cole.
he
Okay.
has something very important that he needs to know
Yeah.
about.
Go get
and
Cole. You don't
let him
even
know where
need
he's
that.
Yeah.
What do you need that? Go
Hey,
get Cole.
I'm
Always
gonna go
important
get
when we
Cole. Let me go get the
He's
Cole.
taking the
Shut
shuttle,
up.
right?
Yeah.
Shut up, fuckers. Yeah, let me go get Cole.
So I'm still in the main ship.
Yeah,
I
you
know
are.
there's something.
You're doing your work as
I'll
usual.
prepare the
Oh shit! Can I
lockdown place.
Can I take the full ship without her permission?
You're taking
You know
the
what?
kite, Tower.
You're not.
Mhm.
Dude, the main ship's funner though.
No,
Nice.
let's go. You can't fly the
Fine.
main ship through the pyramid thing. Anyways, just go.
Okay. Let me go
Yeah,
find
hop up.
Cole.
All right. So you're not in the pyramid. You're flying
Mhm.
outside the pyramid, down into the valley where you guys built the hangar there, where your area where you guys are selling farming equipment. Did you forget?
Okay.
No, it's a Walmart
Yeah,
It's
it's a
not that I forget; it's that I've been
it's a
drinking.
tractor mart. Oh, that's fair.
down in the valley.
You head down to get Cole. We'll get back to you in a second. Lady,
Oh wait. Oh okay.
Yes.
lady, you've been doing this whole time. You've been kind of diligently working and doing your thing,
Yes.
and you've had a couple of points you wish you were at the clinic because they do have better stuff. So you make a note to yourself that Bill needs to do some upgrades.
Okay.
But beyond that, you are searching and you find because you're testing the finger, right?
Yes.
And you also have samples from the other ones, right?
Yes.
Yeah. The dead lady, the one who was the heavy,
Yeah.
that's her finger.
But she
Huh?
grew back her other finger, huh? Okay.
Well, you don't know
You
that.
should give.
Have you
Yeah,
you
we
haven't
don't
done an
know.
autopsy, you have no idea.
You could give her own finger.
Give her the
Bird
finger.
herself.
Oh.
Give bird herself.
All right. All
Okay.
right.
Now,
Is all the
which prompts you, lady, to make to head down to the clinic because that's where the bodies have been taken, to go and look at the bodies themselves.
Mhm.
All right.
All
So, are you going to do that?
Yes.
Okay. So, lady's off. All right. My water's boiling. Let me get it real quick. Hold on a second.
You go get that H2O.
It's for the tea.
Okay.
I know.
The house
So,
of weather, guys.
What kind of coffee
80.
does he drink?
I don't know.
Probably something weird like with chicory.
Yeah, it's something just.
What the fuck is that?
It's something weird. It's a
Anyways.
southern thing.
Ooh,
So-
baby, I love
No,
your
because
way.
it'd be too hard for him to
Every
get it in
day.
Japan.
Yeah.
Burdock root
I
and coffee.
wanna be with you tonight.
That's why I thought first tea. But
Do,
I wonder what the chat's saying. Anybody watching chat?
Ooh, baby,
That
I
was a little
love.
bit ago. Let me bring it back up.
Oh, where's chat at? We have a chat.
I don't have the
Nobody. Well.
capabilities tonight.
Oh no, we
Yeah,
do. We
he's
do.
not at
My
home.
thing
He's at
wasn't loading.
hotel. No one's talking about nothing. No
I better just
David.
not question it, huh?
No, Davis. Hey. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Things
David
don't
needs to
work
come and
so
play
well.
with us in here
That is
and mess
true.
everything up.
I've asked him. We've asked him. He's too cool.
Yeah, that's also true.
It's
Yeah.
cool
Yeah.
being a nerd.
See, I'm the best there ever was, plain and simple.
Doobie doobie doo.
All right.
Boss
Yeah.
Vince
So,
is gonna spend our evening fucking around with.
well, I mean, we have to get this. This is really useful tech, potentially. I mean,
If
maybe
already
we.
had this before, I can
We're gonna.
take care of
We're starting a war with this. You know that.
Well, you know,
We're gonna start a war.
they
This will-
sent it here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They started it.
Mm-hmm.
did.
Like,
And
why would they
so-
send? Why would they send tech that they weren't, that they wouldn't want to lose on a mission like this?
That's
If it
what
was
I mean. They're already aware of this tech. Why would this
Maybe.
small ass team be sent here?
maybe, but here's the thing. I mean, we spent how many years at war with Faust, and we didn't know about this.
And this is why that's what triggered her.
Yeah, so
Once
we
she
just
figured out that the power hungry girl was, a Faustian. Oh fuck no, goodbye.
Okay.
Yeah.
It triggered me.
Yeah, the reality is we don't know. I mean, this might be something that like, oh, the agency doesn't really give a shit about. But we never encountered these ourselves. So to us,
Yeah, we'll find out. That's why we have to ask him. Okay.
That would be
Big
very
deal.
anticlimactic.
right? Oh, that would be hilarious.
Oh,
I'd be very disappointed at Chester if that's what he did.
Dude, we
Okay.
could be like Arby's. We could show them who has the meats.
Ooh, no.
Okay. Anyways, Chester, now
Yes.
that you're back.
Yes.
Oh, he's back?
Coffee.
Hey, Chester.
Hey. Sorry about that.
Mhm.
I usually brew my coffee before and then just heat it up, but I had to. I didn't do that. Took me a little longer.
It's
Anyway,
okay. I'm too fucked up to
all right.
care.
One quick question: is it normal coffee, or do you have like some funky like chicory root or burdock in your coffee?
nope. I have this is like a Blue Mountain, I think, and I just do a simple Norwegian drop.
Norwegian. Oh yeah, Norwegian drop. That's it. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
just
you.
All right.
old camping style, right? Nothing
Yep.
fancy at all.
Do you like the Norwegians?
I am Norwegian.
I thought you were Rhode Island.
Yeah, well, I mean, my heritage, my blood is I'm Norwegian. Yeah.
Oh, well.
All right.
I was just trying to be legit. Okay,
sorry.
guys.
David,
Okay,
I
so,
heard
started
David
this.
mental cry saying we need to move on. Okay.
Yes, you do.
Mhm.
Now, you guys are the Stimley's got his men. They grabbed this android up out of the cell, and you guys are going to get to the hunter in the most direct way. And that the most direct way would be to take a stairway down and go on the undercauseway. And yeah,
Not
It's a perfect place to
until
get sniped. So we're
we've
gonna wait.
spoken to
Wait, we're
Cole.
going to
you
sleep
have not spoken
tonight.
to anybody. You guys are moving.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, no. That's what I was saying. We were going to talk, and this is what I was saying before. We hold off until we talk to Cole. Then, because that's what Tower's doing. He's
Yeah,
getting
but
Cole.
that's not what Bill did, and that's not
No,
what he
it's not.
told him. Bill, Cole is coming to
We
the
have
Red
to
Hunter,
secure-
dude.
Why would I do that?
That's what you
Yeah.
did. That's what's
Because
happening.
you messed up.
And you guys, and
No.
you asked these guys directly. Stimley tested you. He trusts you, and they're moving the prisoner to the Red Hunter. That's what's going on.
No,
To
no, no.
secure
We
him to
sent the
better
Red
location.
Hunter outside.
No, you didn't.
Remember, we sent it.
Tower is on the kite.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the Little Hunter. I'm sorry. The Red Hunter is in the thing. I meant the Little Hunter. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That I
well,
thought we were
well,
sending
no,
to
because
Cole
you're taking.
outside.
He is, and Tower's doing
Yeah,
that
yeah,
to
yeah.
bring him back
Okay,
to Red
that's what
Hunter.
you told me.
This android is being brought back to the Red Hunter to be put into the protective storage device that Bill did build. He did build it. And I understand why, because that's going to lock that thing down pretty good. It's not
All right.
the intention of it, but it will serve the purpose quite well. So
Okay.
that's what's going on. All right. So
Okay.
you guys are moving along with them, and so you got a full security attachment here. Stimley himself is, of course, there's nothing else for them to do here anyway. But Stimley and Hilburn are with you, and you guys are moving along. Now, as you're traveling, of course, you're a bit apprehensive about this, I'm sure, because I can tell
Yes.
by the sound of your voices. Therefore, you're on alert. So, go ahead and give me those kind of spotting type rolls to see if there's any threat.
Okay.
You all have one free perception from
Well, there's
my
only
end.
two of you here, so there's only you and Bill.
Okay, yeah.
And none of these
What else?
guys are anywhere near your levels. Keep that in mind. You're with a bunch of
I
tier
have
ones.
a lot of two functioning brain cells.
Hilburn's probably a tier two.
All right.
I
I'll do my.
also put up my encouragements on this sort of roll, so that's gonna give you 2, and I'm gonna get 3. Okay.
Okay, so that
Now,
gives me four, and I had four eased of 4, and I rolled a 12.
Okay. I'm
So
gonna
that would
roll.
equal.
thank you.
Yeah, you know this deal.
Here we go. I rolled an 11, and I had an ease of 3.
Okay.
And
So you see nothing, GOP. Bill, I mean, literally, you needed a 12 with an easement of 4, because this, yeah. So you guys are moving past the smaller bar in the pyramid. Now, of course, there are taverns everywhere in this valley. These are miners, right? There's a lot of money. Matter of fact, people make the most money around here are probably the bartenders, right?
Just like
Um,
they
We
did in
don't
the
know.
West.
just like they did in the West. But
And the whorehouses.
and the whorehouses, of course. But this under one, it's not as big as the one you guys had been to before, Civid's Bar, which is this right here. This is
Right.
much larger, and Civid's making money, hand over fist. But this is you've probably might well have been in here. You've certainly seen it on your walking arounds. It's on the same level that your shop is on, right? But Wendell's Bar is popular, and it's
Awesome.
he's got like this kind of aquarium with this weird creature in it. But people, it's much smaller as you can see. But he's making Wendell's making money too. But you guys are walking past Wendell's Bar, and there's people in here any time of day. But as you do are passing by, Bill, and only Bill out of the entire group sees something out of the corner of your eye, and you're allowed to act. No one else is, Bill.
Is it a Dunkin' Donuts?
It's on the screen.
It
Tower,
is.
you're not there. Be quiet.
Hey,
It's on the
Captain.
screen though, Tower. You can see it.
Oh, shit. Let me
Those are
turn
some
my
great.
screen on.
You did some good research. Those are nice picks, man.
Thank you,
Is
sir.
that a squid? What the fuck is that?
you don't know.
You don't know
Can't
what
you
it is. So
see
weird.
the word on the sign?
You've seen it before though, Tower. You've probably been here and had a drink.
Can we eat that thing?
Well, I think Wendell would be upset.
Is that one? What the fuck is that? It looks
Nope.
odd.
What happens?
It has crab arms.
Bill, what are
It's
you
a
doing?
crab.
Bill, this lady, she is operating at a. You need to, if you're initiative, you need to, because you go by the CRs and you double it, right? So she's a 16, dude, for her initiative.
Oh,
Actually,
her
no,
initiative
she's
is
a
a 16.
17 because she would have this lady would definitely have that initiative bump. So she's a 17.
Okay, so I can knock that down too with with speed defense, or no, that's for
No,
another
no,
once
just
I'm
make your initiative roll, because in this game the DM
19.
doesn't roll at all, right?
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
so 19. So you beat her. You see her. She's kind of just coming around the corner. She's not looking at you at all. She's looking at the android, dude. But you go first.
So I believe her intent is to blow up that android before we can take it out of here.
Oh,
So
very, very obviously, yes.
so I will move in the line of fire and armor up because I mean that's just a normal no action
Oh,
kind of thing, but
that's an
flavor.
interesting move. All right, all right.
Yeah.
So,
So I'm going to tank here and I'll fire um, one round and say assassin.
well, no, no, no. You're taking your round to guard. And that's
Yeah.
fine. That's a good. I like it. It's an interesting move.
Oh,
So
so you're instead of the shot, like move
yeah,
and
no,
shoot,
you're
it's
you're
moving
you're
guard.
trying to
Okay.
take the bullet. Yeah, no, I like it. I like it.
Then
Um,
I'll say see, there's the assassin, and with I'll guard with two arms, and I can point with one because I've got another one to block with.
you do,
Blocking with
sir.
three, point with one.
You do.
Drawing. No, I'm putting
Um,
my hand on a weapon with the other one, getting rid of it.
okay,
Drawing.
okay. The of course that catches everyone's attention. But she gets her round first, and
Okay.
she kind of her eyes kind of skim over to you because you just got in her line of sight, and she does look at you, and she has a very wry smile on her face, dude. Right?
Cool.
And she does two actions. One, she takes a shot, and two, she throws a grenade.
Awesome.
But did she pull the pin? Is the question.
She did. She did.
She's a professional.
This is a high level threat. This is a
Yeah,
high level threat. Yeah.
she's a level 8.
Yeah. No, she's no joke.
Higher than grass kitties.
She's
double R.
she's very high level tower. Too bad you weren't here. They could use you in this fight actually. But
Is she hot?
the bullet shot, I doubt she'll be able to pull it off. Go ahead and give me a roll, Bill. Versus because you're in the way, so that would lower it.
Immensely,
Another
he's big.
one, so that would be a CR6, Bill.
What
And
kind
there's
of
two guys standing
round?
right beside him.
You that doesn't matter. She's actually what she's doing is trying to ricochet the bullet into the android that you stood in front of. But because
Oh.
you're there, you're making it that she shoot so that she can fail, right? So I
Right.
reduced it one and then another one because of the trick shot. So she's down to a CR6.
But it is a bullet, not an energy source, because I
No,
have
no, it's a
resistance.
bullet. It's a projection bullet. Yeah,
Bullet.
projectile
Okay.
bullet. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, so it's a CR6.
CR6.
Okay.
So you need to, and your defense is the android's defense. Interestingly. So go ahead.
So my might defense, is that come into play then? Yes.
Oh yeah, no, sure. It's this is yeah, I guess it would be might, huh? Yep, it's might.
Okay.
It's an interesting
So
move. I like it, Bill.
I'm trying to take the shot. All right, get hit.
Yeah.
So
We can't
I
afford you to have.
I rolled another 19.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so you do get hit. So good on you. Success. This round hits you, and it only does 6 actual damage. Well, what is your armor?
Right now it's a +7.
Okay, all right. So it doesn't do any damage to you. It actually bounces off of you. So sweet, no damage because it's only 6. But this bullet was very specifically chosen, right? It has like an EMP EMP pulse in it, right? You need to make a CR. It wouldn't be as high as her. So CR6 save for your electronics on you. So let's just go with your engineering skills, and we'll do a mental roll. CR6.
Okay, so all right. So I can use my intellect defense, which is good because that's my power shift, and a 6. Okay, so that's 1. Does my mighty for help at all with this? And my
No,
iron
no,
back is up.
no. This is purely mental. This is versus your engineering ability to protect your electronics stuff from EMP bursts.
Yeah, she's gonna get the gravity wave if she fucks this up, but it's okay. Here we go. So I've dropped it to a 4, and this is combat, so I am gonna burn. I can burn 2 pool because I'm full because I did my roll.
Yep.
Okay. So a 4 with 2 shifts makes it 6. Then I drop it 2 to 4, and then I drop it another 2. So now I need to do a 6 or higher.
Okay.
Nat 20. What?
Sweet.
What?
Sweet.
So I got 2 19s and a nat 20 tonight, and I haven't seen anything come from you. What are we doing here, Chester?
You're survived. That's a good thing. Okay.
Well, it should have some kind of major effect now.
Well,
I
your
am.
electronics somehow work better now after they were almost EMP.
There
That's
you
what I
go.
was hoping for.
For the rest of
Okay.
this combat, all of your electronics are eased by 1. How's that?
Well, there we go. I
There we
will
go.
kick her ass with my scanner.
Okay, good. You get it with the scanner, and you notice that she's intrigued by you, and because you're the only one who's got eyes on her, right? Everyone else is bringing their focus onto her. You can see her, so you figure, okay, that's her attack because that's what you're used to. She moves.
What is there the
Way
grenade still?
I'm getting to it. She
Oh, you get to
moves
it.
really fast, dude. Really fast, like a blur. Just in combat, it's double movement. For free, right? And she just circles right around where you are and gets to the other side, going between security people so fast that they can't even react to her. She gets on the other side, and the whole time you're following her, of course, with your eyes as quickly as you can. And she's just looking right at you, smiling. She's almost flirting with you, right? And she literally flicks a grenade out, pulling the pin at the same time, and it drops in the area. Everybody there, which is for our situation, just you two, make a defensive speed roll.
Player incursion.
Okay.
I want to grab that.
Follow the grenade.
Because I had a free hand. I want to grab that grenade. And
I'll not grab her.
No, he can't do that. He could grab the grenade though. I'll let that go. Yeah.
And I'll take the explosion.
Take the hit. Cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool. All right. Well, burn your XP.
Like falling on the grenade.
And I'm going to burn 3 speed for. I didn't even realize I have so many freaking things in here. All right. There's this thing called moving like water. For 1 minute, all attacks and defense gain an asset. So I could burn with that. So can I burn that XP, use it, and use my, what is that, a foci?
Yeah, sure.
To do this?
Go ahead.
Okay. So I'm down to 1 XP. Take off 3 speed, which puts me to 17. Okay, and then so I get an asset for that defense move. My speed is specialized, so that's 3 shifts.
Yeah, automatic success.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So let me have it.
All right. So GOP, you hear Ironback yell out, "Assassin!" and you of course turn your eyes to where he's yelling at. You see kind of the tail end of all of this. And you see Bill literally snatch a grenade out of the air and draw it into his chest, and it goes off. You take 3 points of damage, Bill. After your armor, 3 points.
Well, see now I got my armor is I got a +1 now. So I'm gonna go to
It's 10 damage, so whatever's left over,
Okay,
you
thank you.
take. Yeah.
Okay, so I take that. I'll add that to my might. Okay.
Okay, so what's next?
All right. So,
Partying? Can we party?
No.
and Bill, you're looking right at her. She's horny as hell. She's turned on. She's loving it.
I hope
But
I get initiative on her.
yeah, there you go. So initiative, everybody. Bill, you stay
No.
right where you're
Only
at.
people there.
Well, sorry.
That's all right.
GOP
I was
Keep them
initiative.
pants, Bill.
All right. I rolled a 16.
Alrighty then. Then you are last. Well, actually, these dudes are last, but so it's going to go from the same thing with you going after her. But combat interruption, lady.
Yes.
You're down at the clinic, and
Uh-huh.
you've got down there, and they of course they know who you are. You've made quite a few friends down here, actually. Keep
Mhm.
in mind, lady, because you spent so much time here. You've been here a while, right? You could
Yeah.
burn, skills and things like that for contacts and things like that in here. You could do that if you ever wanted to. Just keep that in mind. Nevertheless, you're able to get access to the bodies easily, right? And you go down and you're looking at the bodies, particularly the lady. That's your main point there. And
Okay.
they are pretty busted up because you killed them. You all killed, well, you didn't, but they killed her pretty good. But you look and she is missing her. She is missing her left ring finger.
Okay, so that was the finger we found then.
hmm
We just didn't realize it earlier. I mean, didn't see her finger missing
And
previously.
it is well healed over, but you can tell that is gel technology caused that because you know what it looks like. So you can't tell how recent or old the cutting of that finger was. But because the
Not even from the
technology
finger
using
itself.
it, yeah, it is like very expensive high-end healing gel was used. You can tell by the way it healed, because
Okay.
your medical knowledge. So
Okay.
that's good and bad because you know that they have access to high tech, which not shocking. They're Faustians, but you can't tell when the finger was taken though. Yeah, unfortunately. But she is missing a finger.
Okay.
So there is no regeneration, which I sounded like you were concerned with. But so you have that information. Tower.
Yes.
You go down to the tractor sale warehouse. You land, and of course, this is one of your guys' businesses. But inside this business, the IIA actually has their secret headquarters here at Wormwood Base. They got another the smaller one inside too, but the coal is out here. This is where they mainly operate out of. Of course, you head in. You have your level 3. I think you guys are level 3 now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So you clearance, of course, no
We're full
problem.
level 4.
Yeah,
4.
a four,
Yeah.
4, and of
Oh,
course
yeah.
they know who you are anyway,
What do
Tower.
you need?
So you come in and easy enough. Cole is over there. Looks like he's typing a report or something.
I'm gonna go up to Cole.
hmm
Excuse me, guy. You got a minute?
Guy, sir.
You know what I said. Excuse
Yes.
me, Cole. You got a minute?
And
Um,
he's like, oh, certainly, certainly. How are you doing? I can never remember your character's name.
Old blue.
Old Blue.
yeah.
He says. So yeah, no problem, Blue. What can I do for you?
I need you to call Mars and the Big Gorilla Man. They need help.
You want me to call them?
I don't know how you need to contact them, but you need to talk to them. It's of utmost urgency, guy.
What?
I don't. That's okay. That's perfect, GOP.
Okay.
It's perfect.
All right.
He's like, Oh well, we usually don't call. That's kind of the
No,
policy.
I don't know what you have to do. You need to talk to them. Teleport, use a bat. I don't care. You need to send a carrier pigeon. You need to find them. You need to speak.
He told you.
Yeah, that's GOP. Yeah,
Okay. All right. Never mind.
okay. And he's very confused because that is not policy at all, Tower.
There's a robot.
Inebriation. Bum, 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 bum. Like a nation.
Can he roll like an intelligence check to remember what we told him?
CR25.
Let's see. Wait. Let's see what I roll, guys. Let me bust out the old dice.
No,
Honey,
no.
you can't roll a 75.
You
Sorry.
can't.
No,
You
he,
can't.
he could roll a nat
That was
20.
No.
Money Cider.
No. Mars gets to roll to see if he can do it. I'm gonna roll to see how dumb I am.
Yeah, no, you go ahead. But keep in mind, GOP, in this game, there is no nat
I'm
20.
9. I am a 9.
Yeah, you have no ability to remember your birthday. But in this game there is no nat 20. Keep that in mind.
Okay.
A 20 does not give you automatic success in this game. It does not.
All right.
It's not that kind of. It's a different system. And well, he is confused, but he's like, well, we can't call them, so I have to go to them. Where are they?
That's a great question. Fuck. Jump in the spaceship. If you come with me.
He's a bit irked, but he does so.
I'll give him a beer. We're going back to ladies. She knows better.
Okay, so you get on, you give him a beer, which he puts to the side, and you're heading back to Lady, who is at the hospital,
We're
which
on
you
our
don't know. So you're going back to the Red Hunter.
Mhm.
Alrighty
This
then.
is perfect.
Yeah,
This is great.
yeah. Now, just so you know, it worked out fine, but just so you know, Tower, that's not what you were asked to do.
It worked out great though. So
Yeah, but
From
I
now
can't.
on, you have to make notes.
I'm.
You got to
I
write
can't.
down what to
I
say.
was told that I'm playing in character. Okay.
Okay,
no.
That's perfectly fine.
it's
Oh,
fine.
so he's putting it back on you guys. Just remember that.
It's our fault.
Bill, you got an assassin in front of you, and she
Oh
likes you,
yeah.
dude.
Okay. It's time
You're
to
gonna
dance.
sit on your face.
Dance with the devil.
Okay. She's a CR8. So I've got an
She's
asset.
serious, dude. Yeah.
I have an asset which makes it a 7 by using moving like water. I'm now moving in fluid kung fu style. I need no weapon, so I'm dropping in another one. It's time to do this shit thing. All right. My move will be Fists of Fury, which will give me a +2 for damage if I hit. I'm using my Capable Warrior, which is another +1 damage. So I got, if I hit, she'll take 15 damage. All right. And then unarmed fighting style specialist. So that's 4 shifts. So now I need a 12 or higher. I've got everything. I don't like these character sheets. I'm gonna have to rewrite it. I say that every week though. Okay.
I'll show you how I've got set up.
And then I want a slammer. I need 4. So if I had an effort of 4 and edge of 3, I would have to do another 4 points of might. No, 2 points of might to do that shift to make it automatic. So that would put my might pool down to 25. Okay. So she just got the Fist of Fury. She got like 4 punches.
Okay. How much? And you're able to hit her.
Yes.
Okay. How much damage?
That is going to be 15 points of damage.
Okay. She has repulsor shields. She does take 5 though, She does take 5. You take 10.
I will. It is an energy base, so I'm going to take +5. So my armor's a 12 on that.
Okay. So then you take nothing. She
I
does
take
take some
nothing.
damage though, and she's still got that smile on her face though, even though there's a little bit of blood coming out of her side of her lip. And GOP, she goes before you do, and
All right.
Bill's directly engaged, and you know that's not a good thing for her, right? However, she
Mhm.
does have a special ability, GM Incursion, Bill, GOP.
Give it
Okay.
to somebody else for a change.
We got
And
going on.
I'm not going to even tell you what it is.
Do it.
Bum, bum,
I don't
So
know.
you either take it or don't.
I'm taking it.
All right,
Take it
give
like a
1
man.
XP and
Yeah.
give 1 out to
Fred
someone else.
Pete.
Bill needs it because he's probably going to be spending another one on a player incursion.
Fair enough.
You already did one.
Already did
So
one,
Bill,
but
Bill,
take
he's
an
you're
got like
the
XP,
one.
Bill.
one.
I
All
got
right,
2
so
XP.
GOP, as you're kind of wheeling around to try to help Bill deal with her, out of the corner of your eye, you see another her.
There's more than one woman?
hmm
Oh, this is a
Identical, by
dangerous
the way.
situation.
Identical,
Oh,
by
there's
the way,
2
GOP.
identical
Mirror,
women assassin?
Not
mirror image.
mirror. Well, it's literally the clothing, everything is exactly the same. She's not standing
Are
in
they
the same
hot?
way, but they're the
Are they
other.
hot?
Dude, there's a picture on the screen. You can look at it.
Oh shit, I need to pop my screen up. Give me a
So
minute.
I
one's
put all this
one's a,
effort in for you, Tower.
Oh my God,
Oh,
Tower. You're hurting his
one's
feelings.
a decoy. I'm guessing
man.
that,
I was
or
only
it could be a
40.
clone, but that would be weird if they look the exact same.
But I'm just
So I think
saying.
one's yeah.
Okay, but either way, you are the only one aware of her. Okay, and the lady, because the one that just came in, GOP, she doesn't get an action yet because she. Well, I'm not gonna tell you why, but she doesn't get an action yet. But the one that Bill's fighting does. So what do I want to do? She's got a bunch of stuff. She leans in, Bill, into your reach, deeper into your reach, and she whispers something in a language you don't know, although you think it's Allied Astrid. You think that would be Russian, right? And
Okay.
she licks your face, dude,
Oh,
Yeah, buddy.
and with a big old smile on her face. But that lick, not a happy thing,
poison.
sir. Give me a CR8 might roll.
Oof.
Oh,
Okay.
it's acid. Oh, dude, she just gave you fucking cooties.
She did.
She
That was
did.
like,
She did. Yeah.
there was no consent at all.
Oh no, no.
You should
CRA
you should
Bill.
grab her boob.
Okay.
This is poison related. So if you have any bonuses for that,
Okay. Oh, let's see. So I rolled a 14, so I made it.
so you were able to reduce it enough down.
Yeah, I can reduce it 2 with just my defense skill without, and then,
Okay.
so
Okay.
yeah.
You're
However,
brutal.
Bill, for the rest of this scene, you are at you are hindered by 1 with the
That's
save.
not,
You're hindered by 1. But you're not dead, so that's good. Yeah.
okay. Oh, impaired.
And she used her
Impaired
other.
or,
No.
okay.
You're meaning that all your rolls are +1 in difficulty.
Impaired. Okay,
Yeah,
got it.
yeah. It's but yeah, that's how it's working on you. And she did something else with her because she gets 2 actions around, but you don't know that she did anything. Only GOP does. So GOP.
Okay. Well, I saw what happened when he attacked her, and he somehow seemed to take damage. So I'm going to use my new power that I have called Psychosis.
hmm
Your words inflict a destructive psychosis in the mind of a target within long range that can understand you. Dealing 6 points of intellect damage, ignores armor per round. And The psychosis can be dispersed if a target uses an action doing nothing but calming and centering itself.
Okay, which one?
So,
The one that's
the
engaged with
one that
Bill, or
is
the one that's
attacking
looking at?
Bill, yeah,
Okay, the one that's
because
attacking Bill.
as far as I know, the other one is some sort of like mirror, or I don't know what it is, but I know that it popped up after that one did, and that one's already taken damage, so I know that it at least can be hurt.
Okay, CR8.
So,
Go ahead.
okay, let me see. I'm going to throw in some.
I bet they all be crazy androids.
Okay, let me roll. I know I have some stuff for it, but I'm just gonna roll real quick. So let's see, what can I add to that? Because I got a 14, and I'm going to do. Oh, she has a CR8 with her intelligence too. All right.
Yeah, their level is their CR, is their defense too. Okay, it's all
Well,
connected and very simple.
yeah, that's true. I'm going to reduce it by 3. Oh, but it's still not enough. You know what? I'll reduce it by 4. So that'll put me at a cost of how much? 3, I think. Yeah. So, I make it.
Okay. And this, what does it do again?
It basically for a minute it's going to do 6 intellect points of damage to her, unless she takes like
Yeah.
a turn to
Okay. No
stop it.
armor. All right. It hits her, and she didn't like it. This is the first time you've seen a non-sassy look on her face, Bill. She's just been hit by something. You don't know what. But okay. Okay, GOP. Do you move at all, GOP? You do have that option.
Yeah, I'm sure there's probably not much to have cover with, but if there's anything I can get behind, I'm gonna try to.
Well, you could kind of curl into one of the gaming booth corners of Wendell's here.
That's what I'll do.
So you can get that's partial cover. The rest of the security force moves, and half of them move to you, Bill. The other ones see the other one now because of GOP's actions. And some move over toward her, and they start taking shots, and they miss miserably. And she just literally kind of slightly moving here or there, and bullets are just whizzing past her. Hilburn, however, comes over to get in the fight with Bill, and he throws a punch, and as the punch is coming in, Bill, you notice that his arm, though you can't see the whole arm, but the fist lights up. It's not a real arm;
Yeah.
it's cybernetic. And he goes to punch into her, but she's way out of his league, dude. He misses, and Stimley is just directing the situation right now.
Good
Uh,
job, Stim.
so back to the top, Bill.
Okay. I'm going to use a power or a new thing called Pry Open.
Okay.
So this is you tear apart the defense of a creature within long range. Any energy-based defenses it has, such as a force field or a ward ability, are negated for 1d6 plus 1 rounds. If the creature has no energy defenses, its armor is reduced by 2 for 1 minute. If it has no energy-based defenses or armor, attacks against it are eased for 1 minute. So
Okay.
this my action is to reach in and tear apart her repulsor effects, the energy field. So my hands will come in and I'll be
This
like
is
I'm
not
striking her.
technology, dude.
Is it magic?
She's a mutant.
So
She's
is it
a
a force
psychic.
field? Is it energy based defense? It's not technology specified. It's energy based defenses or ward.
Well, I don't know how you would rip out her genetic ability, though.
So it's like
Ran out of her face.
about-
I would do
how
it.
about like this? It's like I'm coming in for punches, which would start off her energy effect, but I'm able to use this skill set to like hold it and negate it, and gets like a feedback, so it doesn't work.
Okay.
Okay. So that's going to cost, that's a big one. It cost me 4 points of intellect. So if my pool goes down more, I'm at 13 on intellect now. She's an 8. So I guess this is still a might base because I'm going at her physically.
Well, it'd be speed, right?
Speed. Okay.
Combat, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Combat. So speed. So, okay, that's shifted. 1, 2, 3. This is going to be tough. 3. That makes it a 5, which means I need a 15. I have to pull from my pool if I'm going to make this work. It's all or nothing. I will do it. I'll get it down to a 2 or a 3. A 3 is a 9 or higher. I don't like that. I want to get it down to a 2, so I'm cutting down my speed pool. Okay, so I need a 6 or higher, and I'm hindered. Oh
Yep.
wait, so that means I
You
actually
need a 9 or higher.
I need a 9 or higher because I'm hindered.
Go for it.
I should
You
probably
can
push.
do it. You can do it all night long.
All right, so I am going to drop it down another one. Okay, burning more speed. Okay. Fuck, I rolled a 2. So
That'll happen sooner or later, babe.
yeah,
Hmm.
that's all right. I was rolling hot all up until now.
Can I inspire you? I don't know. That wouldn't work. You'd have
No.
you'd have to re-roll. That wouldn't
No,
help.
yeah, because I needed a 6. I missed it by 4. So
Yeah.
Okay. Good attempt though. That was an interesting attempt. And you're still in her face. It is her turn, however. I'll get to you, Bill, in a second. The other one that GOP is looking at. He's not engaging, but he's looking at, and she has security officers around her. 4. She does 2 things this round. GOP. One, she does like a pirouette with her automatic pistol, and we don't even need a roll. She perfectly bull shots each of them in their left eye, and they die.
Wow.
And she has this kind of naughty little smile on her face too, and she is looking at you, but she doesn't level her gun at you. Instead, she touches her watch. GOP.
Hmm. What's going on? Yes.
Well, it's your turn.
Oh, okay. I thought something was happening. It's like, oh, she touches her watch. Then what happens? Okay. Well, I'm going to.
shit your pants.
You know what? I know this is gonna hurt me, but maybe if she's engaged with Bill, maybe it would help. But I don't know. I'm going to use my new foci ability, and that is the. Let me go down here, and I'll explain it. So, snapshot. You make 2 gun attacks as a single action, but the second attack is hindered by 2 steps. So I'm going to once again fire at the one attacking Bill, so we can get this person down to 1. That's my Legion pistol has a plus 11 to hit. It's ridiculous. But I rolled a 19, so
Oh, good. You get to
yeah.
add a minor effect. So what kind of damage you do?
So the first shot is 19 points of damage.
hmm
And the minor effect gives you what? 1 point.
Oh, I don't know. What does the
Does.
minor effect do for me?
You could like stun her around.
Oh yeah, then I will do that.
Okay, so you do. And
And
yeah, go ahead.
second attack, I'll roll for it anyways, but it's a plus 9 to hit. Oh, that's an 18. Wow, holy crap. And that's also another 19 points of damage.
Okay. The damage you do and the effects
You,
that you would try to do not work. Now, because it's a ranged weapon, it isn't perfect repulsion into you, though, GOP. The bullet, and because it's not coming from Bill, the bullet, I'm just going to have it, the bullet goes wild. No, GM incursion. GOP. Wow,
On me
GOP.
again. Yeah, I can't say no to them. Yes.
All
I'll
right.
do
A
it.
So give an XP
19
to
does
someone else.
a 19 does an
Um,
extra 3 points of damage.
I don't deserve it because I
It does.
completely fucking.
It doesn't matter
lady
yet, Bill. I'm going to get to it.
is working diligently. I'm gonna give one
What?
to lady.
Yeah.
She doesn't even know what's going on. It's great. Okay, I'm giving it to lady.
Well, she was doing some actual useful things, so
Yes,
makes sense.
yes, she is.
Yeah, that damage, 20 points of damage pile into you, Bill. Bullets
Oh,
ricochet into Legionnaire bullets ricochet into your chest. 20 points. Now I know you have defense, so you're not going to take all of it, but
Right. Yeah, I know. I'm feeling good. It's all right.
oh, and she also would have taken the other 6 points if it even matters. But
well, something else
6
is
points
happening with her. I'm going to get to in a
psychic.
second. Yeah,
Yeah.
Bill,
Yeah,
how you doing?
I'm doing okay. I mean, I had 30 might, so I'm still okay.
Yeah,
But I'm smoking. I've been
yes, you
poisoned.
are.
I've grabbed a grenade and I've been shot like 3 or 4 times.
Okay.
But I'm still all right. Thanks to
She
my freaking awesome
she
armor.
she does take a pile of damage though, and she's bleeding out of several holes, and she's nowhere near as sassy. She's a little pissed actually. But we'll see how that works out. Hilburn, he realizes he's completely outmatched with this.
Outmatched.
So what he does is he just charges the other one, and he tries to tackle her, and he fails pretty badly. Stimley takes a shot at the other one as well, but fails. They just these guys are they're not at this level. You guys bear. This is a rough fight. If I was really here to kill you, right?
Yeah.
This
It
is
already.
very rough fight. However, back to the top, Bill.
Okay. I'm thinking one, I think this is the image, and it's like a hard light hologram thing. And the other one is the puppet master. Just saying. But even still, it's hurting me. And the repulsors are a problem. So I'm gonna try to grab her and crush her.
Okay, go ahead.
And I know she can. I want to see if so. I'm moving like water. So what I'm gonna try and do is move around so that when I grab her, she can't lick me again. Okay. So I got that. I am hindered, so that pretty much takes out my asset, one of my assets. So then it's still unarmed fighting style, which is specialist. Needs no weapons. That's 3. Okay, so I've got reduce it by 4. My might is at 15. Sorry, I'm talking out loud like this, but it's just kind of how I have to figure all these little stats out. So she's an 8, so that's a 5, that's a 4 with this move. A 4 is 12. I'm going to burn some more speed because I want to get it down to a 6 again.
All right.
And I rolled a fucking 5. So there we go.
You know,
2
you
bad
can
rolls.
try and fix that with a player incursion, can't you? Or no?
Oh, well, isn't there an option like burn an XP to use
Rerolling.
it one
reroll
more
or
Yes.
time?
something.
Yes, you can.
Oh, okay, I'll burn an XP for a reroll. Okay, so back to 1 XP. And rolled a 3.
Oh my god. What is going on?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's flung back the other way.
Need something to drink, Bill. Will that help you roll?
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab another die. Let's try that.
yeah.
That's always the solution for gamers, isn't it?
It is. Yeah,
Mhm.
It is.
the odds don't really matter. It's the dice. Yeah, no. I had I had like an 80% chance to get that, but I still missed it twice. All right.
Now
That's it.
it's
Yeah.
my turn. So
Yep.
the one that's there with you, Bill, she does lean in, and let's see if I can get this correct. Uh, Ihr Brennen Tepixgrid Timbund Murderin. Maybe that's like
Okay.
80% accurate. She said something to you in Russian, and
Yeah, the only Russian I know is that one boar guy that I picked up.
yeah,
But anyways.
but she does say something to you, and then she phases out, and so
Right.
does the other one. GOP.
Um, shoot. Can I fire at where the last one I saw the last one at, or
Sure,
no?
of course you, of course
Like
you can.
is it like she's no longer there, or is she invisible, kind of thing? Like,
CR
did
0.
okay, yeah, is she?
She gone.
Okay,
There's
she's
nothing
gone.
to hit. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Okay, but you let and Wendell's property takes more damage. Oh, poor Wendell.
Well, I
So
did, yeah.
yeah.
When
Okay, so GOP does this. Hilburn turns around, looks. He's shrugs his shoulders. Stimley does the same. And then the one thing you guys haven't been paying attention to the whole time actually does something. The android
Robot.
explodes.
what was the point of all of this? They
They
could have
had
just
to.
blew it
They
up.
no. She had to get close. That was what I touched the watch for.
Uh,
Yeah, they had to get close. They couldn't do it remotely. But it blows up. Everybody, and I'm including everyone in Wendell's bar, by the way. Everybody takes 30 damage. This thing goes off like a mini nuke, dude.
Oh my god, I'm going to
It
replace
Ooh.
my crew. Oh, but the
it
pilot, damn, that's the one I wanted to kill.
it tears up. It tears up the causeway. It doesn't collapse it though. Because it is well built. It does huge damage. The aquarium pops. That thing is now out and flopping around, murdering any people that might have survived it. People are blown to pieces in the blast. The security guys are gone. Stimley
Fuck did
and
y'all just
Hilburn
do?
do survive. Both of them do have kind of armor or stasis fields, but their Stimley is in really bad shape. Hilburn survives it better. How do you two survive it? Bill, you take 30 points of concussive damage,
Okay, so I reduced that by 12, which
probably. Yeah.
still leaves 18. I have 15 might left, so that is boop. And I had what 12 speed, so I take 3 to my speed.
Okay. I'm assuming you both would be up. GOP.
My might and speed are down. I still have most of my intellect.
So you're
I
on the
only lost
ground.
like
You're
1 point.
basically out. Okay, but you're not dead. All right. And of course, Bill's the one standing best. Although Hilburn, he's not wasn't level enough to really be in that useful in that fight, but he looks fairly well though. Bill, you're a bit surprised how tough Hilburn is. But he's definitely hurt and he's on one knee. Bill's standing though, right?
I hit my is my combat still a lot there?
Probably
Well,
not.
no, fair enough. Everything you guys are wearing took 30 damage, so everything is destroyed, I would assume. Yeah.
Oh, then and she left and she didn't get to see me in all my gorilla-ness.
You know. So any equipment you two guys are holding is destroyed. All of it.
Okay.
Now the comm
Okay.
badges are
Beautiful.
easy to replace. The weapons maybe not so much.
I mean,
Uh,
yeah,
Yeah,
we can just get.
anything you're
You're
holding is
all right, all
destroyed.
right,
All right.
right.
Now
Me and lady, you're good.
now
now tower shows
tower,
up.
tower.
Yeah.
You are just getting back and you're docking back up to the Red Hunter, and you hear a kind of a doo off in the distance, and there's like a little vibration, not much. Lady, you are I'm assuming heading back from the clinic, probably.
Okay.
And I'm assuming there's no other reason. You don't have to be in the clinic any longer, really. And you hear, and the causeway that you're on shakes. It's coming from below. You don't know what's going on. There's a lot of people screaming. There are body
Turn my
parts. It's a real
turn my
hot.
pad into the emergency system to see what I can see on the emergency system.
You don't have a GOP. Well, it wouldn't matter anyway. There's no alert yet. It's too soon.
Okay.
They're not that sophisticated.
All right.
And but back down to Bill. Bill, you and Hilburn are the only one who are. He's on one knee. He's not really going to be moving very well. But you
Well,
are up and moving, although you are hindered, impaired, I guess it's called. So
no, I'm still impaired.
what do you want to do?
I have speed. I have speed. I guess I got to do a recovery
I
right
need
now,
to do.
and then start checking on survivors.
Okay, so you do that. You guys can pop recoveries. Do you want to make? Well, you don't have any. Yeah, all your stuff's busted. So,
Yeah, because I can't
mm,
call anybody. That's why I was
yeah, yeah,
checking.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
So I've got 5 might now. I can move.
now, and of course, you could move anyway. You weren't. You could still move. You were just, you were hindered to rolls. But GOP, I'm assuming you're back up by now.
Yeah, I'm back up.
Okay, you burn your recoveries. You guys have no way to communicate with your people because everything is just blasted. I mean, your clothing is just tattered. You're not naked, but you're just your shit's messed up, dude. Wendell's is closed for damn
It's
sure.
Permanently, probably.
And you're looking for survivors. Bill, you see, GOP, you see Bill is looking for survivors and he's trying to help. And there are a few people who did survive. They were behind a pillar or something like that. But
Just
there's probably 30 dead in here.
just probably need to give CPR to the giant space squid crab
E-
thing too.
Well, that thing is
It's
is
fucked up, isn't
twitching
it?
in the middle of the room because it doesn't have its water and it's dying.
That's
There's
just gonna be
not much you
expensive.
could do for it, really. Um,
Spit in its mouth.
Yeah, yeah, right. You do see that because I'm more than likely, Bill, you've been here before. Like I said, there's only two big tavern, bars in the place. The most of them are really small. This is one of the bigger ones, and this is different than the other place because this place has a lot, as you can see, it has these like gaming booths and VR booths that people enjoy. So it's a little bit different type of entertainment. You've probably been here
Oh,
more than
oh,
likely. And of course, if you have been here before, you would know Wendell because he's like the. You remember that that movie? I think it was called Platoon, and it had
yeah,
the Vietnamese bar owner.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
mm,
That's
Wendell.
Wendell.
Wendell's that guy. Yeah, he's that guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just was
Oh
thinking
my
is like one
God. Yeah.
while I'm looking, for survivors, I stop and I see if she's admiring her handiwork. I'm trying to see, through the smolder and stuff. Might use my my reconnaissance kind of
hmm
perception shit to see if I
Uh,
can see her watching it all.
no,
Now
you don't see her
I'll
at all.
roll in that. Now
You
I'll roll in that 20.
you can roll if you
Yes.
like. She's not here.
12, 8, 12. See, 9. All those would have been good.
Yeah, no, she's not here.
All right.
You don't see her, but you are helping and stuff like that. Of course, Hilburn takes his recoveries and he's moving better. And he's just wasted too. Now that his because he wears a lot of clothing and it's all tattered and destroyed, you can see that both his arms are cybernetic.
Yeah.
Bill.
Okay.
And he goes down a little bit and he gets into a kind of a causeway comm system and he's calling on stuff. Lady, because you're a
Yeah.
part of the clinic, there's an emergency call to Wendell's bar. Explosion, Wendell's
Start heading
bar.
that way. Send our tablets, which are normally connected through a secure line. She'll put saying, got called to the emergency, the window bar, and I take off running. That goes to all 4 of their tablets. Of course, 2 of them have been destroyed, so
Yeah.
she'll get notified the time she gets to Windows that these 2 didn't receive the message.
Well, no, they don't. There's no connection.
For a reason.
Tower does get the message, but Cole he's getting the intercom stuff that's coming over the internet stuff that's coming over anyway. So he sees what's going on. He says, "You guys are into something," and he says, tell them I'll contact them later." And he walks out of the Red Hunter Tower. Tower, what are you gonna do?
In
Salute him.
mid-flight?
I'm gonna salute him.
Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna what? You're saluting?
Okay.
What do you want me to do, GOP?
No,
Nope, nothing.
I
You-
thought y'all were mid-flight. So yeah, okay.
No,
Yeah.
they've landed on the Red Hunter. But Cole heads out. And now
Okay, but
Tower,
he's still
you
here.
could head over to Wendell's bar.
You know what? I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna strap my shit while I walk. So I'm gonna do the fancy walk.
Okay, you do the fancy walk. Is it the wiggle butt walk, or is it the John Wayne walk?
Yeah, it's like the John Wayne where I'm holding my belt
All right.
buckle. I'm just taking long, wide steps.
Yeah. Okay, so you're heading over, and for the rest of the day, you guys are helping Lady and the other people at the hospital with triage and things like that. You don't see any hiding her hair of the lady. You do as it gets a little bit later, and you guys are kind of just maybe going to look for new clothes or something like that. As you guys are heading back to the Red Hunter to do so. Lady is still there though, because she's part of staff. But as you guys are heading back, coming around a corner is Cole. He says, "Damn, what are you guys into?"
You don't want to know what we're into, buddy.
He does. It's kind of his job.
It's exactly precisely his job. Yes.
Yeah.
Every time we're involved, you're gonna need mops.
Now I'm in what is left of my underwear, I'm assuming, or just tattered bits of my beautiful clothes.
Tattered, yeah. I mean, you still have comms and stuff, but they're just busted. Your gun is busted.
It has to get fixed.
I'm re-gearing up, and while he comes in, and I'm saying, well, the Hellnex has an advanced android entity in their arsenal, and we had captured one, and then they destroyed it. And obviously, it has a very, very effective self-destruct.
What magnitude would you clarify that at, Quartermaster?
I would say it is a 6 to 8.
What is? Well, you would know it's a 3.
Okay, yeah, it's a block breaker.
Yeah, no, that's serious. That's like a hell rocket, a tomahawk or something like that. It's pretty serious shit coming out of a human sized thing. So he's like, oh, geez. So I guess we can understand that the Faustians are in full operation here at Wormwood Base. Then.
Yep.
That was an affirmative. They are deep.
They're lost in the sauce, my guy.
It's like you need to suss them out on the council.
Now, because all this has happened very quickly, right? Because this is all within now it's many hours later, but that whole event took place in less than 3 hours, right? And so he's like, do we have any other intel on any other Faustians? Or, do we know anything?
Well,
we have one.
We have an artifact that we. Yeah, go ahead, Mars. I need to get some of this concrete out of my teeth.
We do have an artifact that we found, but we do have at least images of another that we were trying to figure out the whereabouts of.
What are you talking about? What artifact?
There's a ring we found in the apartment of the spies.
So you've been to their base. Keep in mind, he doesn't know any of this, right?
Yeah, well, this kind of all happened very quickly.
It did. It did. Is there any? So you have that information. Well, we should put it in our computers. What anything else?
I
Yeah,
can't show you anything else if I had it because I show him my beat the hell pad. That's really
your
screwed.
pad is atomized. We would probably I describe the assassin and their methods, combat methods,
Yeah,
in
that'd be smart.
detail. Um, the idea that that's could have been either a hologram, another, it was like one entity controlling another. Then just give them play by play.
Right, right.
We both give them play by play of our
He's just-
experience in the combat.
he's like,
See, guy, I couldn't describe this shit. That's why I brought you to them.
he kind of looks at you sideways, and he's like, every time we think we got these Hellnicks nailed down, they come up with something new. Anything else? Any other information?
They explode real nice. Like,
Is there anything we're?
You wouldn't know that.
Yes, there is
there
something
anything-
huge you're forgetting, and I'm shocked.
Oh, what am I forgetting? We mentioned the fourth.
there's another spy.
Yes.
No, we already
No,
mentioned that.
No, you did
that.
not.
Yeah, I
you
did.
took a
We
picture.
yeah,
No.
I literally
Yes,
that
please
was
give
the
me an
first
XP for
thing
that.
Uh,
That
I brought
only
up.
thing I fucking remembered.
Tower? No.
Okay.
Yeah, but you did remember, and they didn't. Yes.
What?
Yeah, buddy.
No, you did not.
First
JP.
thing
Yes.
I
you
said, the
absolutely
fourth
did.
spy.
So,
I'm
here's a
gonna
picture of the
rewind
fourth
this later and
Just
show you.
basic
You
GOP.
can, but what does he know about a fourth spy? What does he know about any number of spies?
No. I get it. I'm just saying I mentioned it to him that there was a fourth spy. We had the information, but my tablet's busted.
Right.
So I
So
can't-
we tell them there was a couple at this party, right? You were there. We then that couple are both,
Yeah, no,
they're
he
dead.
remembers that.
We
There
went
was
to
a third.
we infiltrated their headquarters. We found the artifact. We also found out that there was a third one. That's when we apprehended a third
No.
one at the party, which was this AI. When we were at the headquarters, we discovered that there is actually a fourth person who we have yet to identify, but we have this image.
And you guys, of course, the Red Hunter still isn't destroyed, so you still have that image. And he looks at it. He's like, So he takes as much data as he can, and he's like, well, I would suggest you find her then.
Well, yeah, and then we also have the assassin.
Yeah, and he says that we'll have to go through records and see if we can't get some imagery on her. She doesn't sound familiar though from your description. But then again, none of you have seen her before either.
She spoke.
Russian.
I repeat back what she said to me.
He laughs.
What does that mean? What did she say?
Let's just say she would have enjoyed a little alone time with you.
We need to find her too.
Yeah, I
Or you can
bet
get
you
like
do. He smiles. And he says, well, you guys get on that. I'll start processing information. And he heads out. I
Did he
really
look
don't know
over the
how well
ring?
my pronunciation. I'm sure Shabby's going to yell at me.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Time out for a second.
Yeah.
Now this is this they're
She
the ones
said-
that killed their mutants after they used them, right?
Oh, they don't like mutants. Oh no, the Hellnicks hate
So
mutants.
why the fuck a mutant is mutant working with them?
She's getting paid.
Fair enough,
Yeah.
lady.
She's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You're
my,
right.
but you're right. No,
it is right, but keep in mind she was speaking Russian, which means more than
She was from the
likely
star.
she's from the Astrids. Yeah, the Allied
He's a
Astrids.
mercenary.
which would make the
essentially.
second, because those first two mutants back in the way back when we did the bounty for the in one of our first combats, right? Those
Yep.
guys were hired guns.
That's right.
Out of
That's right.
The
Now,
Astrid.
keep in mind, though, this is the first Allied Astrid. You don't have a lot of experience with them anyway. You're not at war with them or anything like that. But this is the first Allied Astrid you've ever seen or even heard about that wasn't wearing a helmet. Because they usually wear helmets, like all the time.
But the lobster and the pig guy, they didn't have helmets, right?
I thought they were from the. Wait, were they from the Astrid or were they
no,
from? They were speaking English.
they're
They were
Red
from.
Star. They're Red Star.
Yeah, Red
Yeah,
Star.
yeah.
Or-
Red
They've been
Star.
doing.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
conflating those two. Okay.
Yeah, no. The two mutants were mercenaries from the Star Republic, right? And the ones that the Astrid Allied Astrid are these guys here.
Okay.
They all and these guys have helmets. They often have exosuits. Because they kind of went to the place that was the planets and places that were the most unsurvivable, and they made them
Oh.
survivable. That's their thing. So these guys are usually in some kind of super spacesuits a lot. But you never heard of one not wearing a helmet. It's kind of their thing. So it's a bit confusing to you. And her translation was, "I would fuck your brains out." By the way, that was my
Goodness.
that was So
I'm
just so
blow
you
them
know,
out too afterwards,
and
just like a Black
maybe
Widow.
possibly, possibly.
She already tried to blow him out.
All right. Well, anyway, you guys are on the Red Hunter. Cole is left. You guys are, cleaning up and, licking wounds and various things like that. What's your next move?
UP, don't let her fuck your brains out. You need your brains.
You do.
Well,
Yeah.
she wasn't as interested in me,
Not at all.
but
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bill.
Right.
In your case,
So
be a ladies' man.
Yeah, there you go.
I am Chase. Okay, so what we're gonna do is
What, like Chase Bank?
shush. We're gonna do we need to locate this third one, the fourth spy. I think the council is definitely compromised, and you need to suss them out.
Mhm.
Mars.
first of all, I need to change. I can't go around looking like this.
Yeah, you should probably wash your hands.
I'm gonna go grab a freaking hose and blast them clean. Now go.
I'll still look gorgeous.
So
Well,
just go let a dog lick him.
you guys clean up and you refit the best you can. The weaponry is going to be the
Well, level 4 clearance and try and use that leverage to get some more.
yeah, but and you could probably the easiest thing you guys would do would be go over to the main base at the Tractor Mart, and you'd be able to get your equivalent weaponry.
Yeah, that's what we should do.
Yeah.
Before we go around again and get into a big fight.
Okay, so you
No.
guys clean up, and I'm assuming we're staying together this time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of
Yeah.
course.
So
We're gonna-
just keep in mind, Tower and Lady, I didn't split the party.
That
Okay,
was me.
I'm letting you now. Before we go anywhere, I'm doing a full physical on them before they
Don't
leave the
stick your
ship.
finger up my ass. Please don't.
You don't need the physical. God damn it. All right.
Okay.
So
You need
I need to.
psychotherapy.
I didn't create the headquarter. I have to put I have to put an image up for a slide up for that. But they're fine ish. And you guys do go over, and of course you're able to rearm yourself equivalently pretty easily. They've been working and setting up for a while. They're well equipped now. They're good to go. So you guys can re-equip yourself pretty easily. And because it's in line, you guys you're actually doing agency work right now. It doesn't cost you anything either. So
Okay.
Nice.
therefore, you guys are re-equipped. You're sitting at the headquarters, and you get a call from Hilburn.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
He says, "We've tracked her."
You're kidding.
You have a tractor?
Oh my God. Where is she at? We need
The
to
port.
hurry on
He
this.
says she's at the port.
Getting ready.
Do we know what ship she's
They shut
going
the port
to?
down?
He says that she is at Port 4 right now, and he sends over an imagery to you.
Okay.
She
I
looks
have a
very
crazy
different.
idea. Crazy idea, guys, but we should. Can we block the exit with the hunter?
Not
No, she's not big
until
enough. Yeah. You see that Red Bull spaceship in there?
Mm-hmm.
That's the Red Hunter size.
Well, I mean, at least Red Bull's still a thing.
Well,
They did
I
well.
just like the image. I
Oh,
thought it was kind of cool.
yeah,
And why wouldn't Red Bull be involved in the space race? Why not? Right?
yeah,
I mean,
makes
they
sense.
they fly crop dusters and do tricks.
They do. They do. They do.
Sure.
I like
But
Red Bull.
mm, I don't know. I think we might want to cut it here though, because that we don't have
Probably going to
enough
be a
time to
thing.
finish that encounter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna
well,
leave it there. Now these guys are re-equipped and re-ready. Two of you do have damage on you though.
so we could
So
do at least 2 rolls to get up to the 1 hour mark. So a total of 3 since that combat. Is that legitimate or
yeah, no, that's absolutely fair. Yeah, yeah.
okay?
Everything
So
except for the overnight. So you have had 3 recoveries. Yeah. Um.
okay.
And Lady might actually have an ability that makes recoveries better, don't you?
I have a healing touch, but I can do it once a day.
Okay, you might want to use it on one of them. Probably GOP.
No,
Okay.
good. Because
I think the lady.
I've got bonus
Hang on.
points from
Let me find
recovery.
it.
It's from things I picked up earlier on, and I also have an extra action recovery for my character. So
So you're fine.
I'm
So Bill, what are you looking like right now?
15 out of 30 on my, 14 out of 20 on speed,
All right, we'll give it to
13 out of
Bill
19 on
then.
intellect. I'm not
yeah.
horrible, but I'm probably the worst for wear.
Yeah, give it
I'm
to
just
Bill.
down 2 on
Hang
intellect.
on.
Everything else is full, so I'm good.
I took a shitload of damage.
Well, that lady, because I was testing to see, how far I could push it, because you guys are level 4, tier
Yeah,
4. But yeah, she would have wiped the floor with you, I think.
dude, it was all the multiple moves. I mean,
Yeah,
that's just
no,
like
yeah, she is nasty. And what I did is I took her out of another book, from another campaign setting for Cipher, and I just swapped her skin, right? But I took
oh,
her.
perfect.
Well, you know what I mean. They have a
Yeah,
monster list, right? So I
oh yeah,
just, I took her out of there and just changed what she looked like.
yeah. I
Uh,
do that
A
in
monster
D&D all the
is called.
time with bears because bears have the best stats. So
yeah, yeah,
whenever I
yeah,
need a
yeah.
monster and I can't think of something, it's a bear.
Yeah,
Just to
I took her out of the
point out.
Origin campaign setting, which is pretty cool, by the way.
Nice.
But yeah, no. But then again, those things are designed to take on an entire party, and she is a CR8. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we might have been okay if we had the full party. Yeah.
maybe, probably. I think I would have dropped at least one or
It
two of you,
probably dropped me. So
because she's got a whole bunch of crazy stuff. But she wasn't there to kill you. She was there
Yeah.
to either just destroy it directly or set off the bomb, which she did. So, but yeah, that was
yeah.
interesting though. It was good information for me to understand what you guys can handle and what you can't. So, excuse me, that was a good thing. She
I
was
think
cute though.
I think I only laid one. I only hit her once,
Well,
maybe
the
twice.
one version of her, the first version of her was actually really badly damaged. If you had another combatant at a level that could hit, like say, if you had Tower, she'd have been down. So the other one was untouched, of course, but if Tower was in that fight, she would have been down.
I
Yeah.
could have killed her.
Yeah.
Yeah. If the 3 of us were
Hell,
fighting together, I mean, well, if all 4 of us were there, we might have stood a chance, maybe against both of them, maybe. But
I'd have been a stunner since my one deal up
Yeah. But it was
goes
good
past
though.
all armor.
It was good.
See,
No.
Chester says he knows I'm
No.
the best there ever was.
Well, I'm just saying you can put down
Oh,
a
why do
lot
you
of
have
damage like Bill
to?
can, right? and she was so low that it would have worked out like that. But nevertheless, awesome. It's a little bit early today than we normally would be, but that's all right. And we have to stop there because we can't. That's a whole nother scene. But
Mhm.
very interesting. Things have gone Faustian, and we know how those contracts work out. Yeah.
It's great.
Yep.
Sorry, that was a literature joke.
Very goth.
Yes,
for those of
I
you.
I got it. You might have to explain its
What?
power though, but
Fair enough. That's
Yeah,
okay.
explain it. I don't read. What is a book?
You don't know who Faust is?
Faust. No. What is that from the 80s?
Yeah, the 1380s.
I don't know, GOP. I don't think that's about the worst thing he could have said to me.
What the fuck is Faust? Is it a book?
Yes, you should read it.
What is it about?
It's also a play.
Well,
can watch.
I think
Sorry, it doesn't say
no, I got it.
only
The
one
better
today.
version for you is it's got Ralph Macchio in it, and it's called Crossroads. You watch
Crossroads.
that. You would
Okay.
like that better.
Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate the tool tips.
Yeah.
Are there titties?
I think I think there is a little bit of a prostitute titty in there. Yeah.
Oh, it's see. That's like that's like Total Recall. Try titty level.
Yeah.
well,
No.
You
it's
know,
not
every 10
the
hours.
third boob.
No. It's a
I
normal
mean,
girl.
Third boob.
But anyway,
I've
chat, save me.
Mhm.
But anyway, so thank you all
Nobody's
for
going to
very much
chat
for
that
coming
way.
in. We do appreciate it. We're gonna have a chat with these guys and see if they have any character arc. Probably not. This is kind of a very short time frame thing. But it was awesome. You guys come on back next week, and we'll continue with the this Faustian arc that we're working on. And
And
it's
he'll
good.
get them nuggets sooner or later.
Yeah, sure, that too. But keep in mind, tomorrow we're off, of course. Come back on the Thursday, and we will be having Drone Recorder Ultimate Edition. And this week we are doing Cyberpunk, which should be cool. We got some really good artists, and I imagine a lot of guys. We might even get some people come in that we don't see all the time for that particular theme. So come on back for that, and yeah, excellent. Would you guys like to say anything before we get out of here?
I'm gonna kill him with the afterburners. You watch.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It will happen.
Anybody else?
I feel like
I
gonna have to
player
make it.
version make it happen.
Can
Okay.
we
I was
permanently
just
mute Tower?
Uh,
Is that a thing?
it is a thing. But anyway, thank you, everybody.
Peace.
Later.
Later,
bye.
fellas.